What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Tormund's Quest number 43. Let's go.
Oh, here we are, and there's that face that launched 1,000 ships. Look at him sitting there. He doesn't even know I'm talking about him. You gorgeous bastard, you.
I mean,
thank you.
I missed that flex last week. What can I say? Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. You guys flexed more than enough.
Wait, what are you trying to say with that?
I can't remember who in the community, but they were like, hey, Tim hasn't responded. Tim hasn't said anything about Flex. Is Tim okay? I'm like, Tim's on his birthday.
I was eating tons of steak and drinking a lot. So.
Birthday things. He's fine. Trust me. He'll bring it up when he gets back here.
Yeah.
I wanted to be really inappropriate when I sent the message and be, Tim's over there, lay it down, baby.
Right. It's my birthday. Getting it.
You think he's over there on he ain't on the Twitter, he's on the
Ready whip.
Oh, good to have you guys all back, man. Happy Thursday. You made it this far. Like they say when I listen to Axios, like every day is like, oh, well, you made it to Wednesday. And I'm like, Nyla Voodoo, there is no difference in days other than the fact that you don't work on the weekends. That's the only time I know when I don't get my 10 minutes of news.
Pretty much. That's the way it goes.
It is weird how it's like that's my only connection to like news. I don't turn a TV on or anything. There's my 10-minute ride to the office where I'm like, oh, okay, did something major happen today? No, all right. Well, if nothing did, but at least on their news, like if nothing did happen, then they're like, oh, well, here's this kind of cool thing. It's like, oh, okay, sweet.
News at 11. Fly breaks everything on TV.
They didn't. I couldn't believe they didn't talk about the Fly. I was like, what? I was like, how'd they not bring that? It was the only coverage that I was interested in.
The Fly Watch 2020. I think the best meme I saw was a recreation of the Fly.
Yeah,
doing the skateboarder guy with the cran raspberry listening to Dreams.
That's a multi-level meme.
It was an Inception level meme. I kept going into it like, am I really watching this right now?
Yeah.
You are now.
Yeah. It's such a weird meme that went viral, but I've enjoyed like the people that have unironically tried to recreate it and spill shit all over themselves, but they're still trying to be cool. Like it's not like them just completely like owning it. Like they're just like, oh.
If Mick Fleetwood and the Ocean Spray CEO can do it, anyone can.
True.
You know they gave that guy a truck and a truck full of cran raspberry. Just basically dropped it. They have him on film walking out of his trailer like, hey, bro, here's your new truck. Thanks for the plug.
Raspberry.
Bro, sell your truck now. go sell that sucker.
Apparently, the only reason he shot that video is because of the radio, is his car broke down and he was skateboarding to work. So that was literally like his morning ride to work, and he just happened to TikTok it and it went crazy.
Well, I don't know what kind of pathway he's got to be getting that kind of speed where you're chilling, slamming cran. I thought it was talented when I first saw it.
NASCAR's reached out to him to possibly be in a pace car too.
No.
Yep.
Oh, let's go. 420 dog race in the pace car.
That's amazing. Radio, you got any announcements this week?
Oh, everything you've heard. I'm stuck between 3 games right now. I haven't touched Destiny, even though Festival of the Lost is going on. Baldur's Gate 3 is so damn good and so hard, and I love it so much. And then, of course, I've got Impact on the side. I just don't know which one I'm going to play this weekend on stream. You'll have to tune in on Sunday and find out. Cliffhanger.
Dun-dun. Timbo, you got any announcements? You playing Baldur's Gate this week?
I did. I played a little bit last night. I played for about 90 minutes. I brought in one of my old D&D characters, Hob Heathertoe, a halfling rogue. Hopefully the subclass is there for the arcane trickster, but he's basically a miniature Indiana Jones.
Love it.
Like when I first created him, he literally the only weapon he had was a whip.
So,
Hell yeah.
question: has it ever denied you sneak attack? Because I think it's broke. I think you can honestly sneak attack like every turn.
You can sneak attack every turn, and you can hide every turn as long as like there's something to hide behind, which is like crazy to me.
Yeah,
it's like I've hid behind fire. Like, are you really?
It's very, very liberal. I mean, all the Divinity games have been with hide, but now it does make you feel like, dude, I could just sneak attack at will in this.
Yeah, I absolutely, the 90 minutes I played, I am in love. Love. I love Divinity. I haven't played 2 yet because I barely finished 1 in the 160 plus hours I played that goddamn game.
I can't believe you finished 1. That never got done.
I played that right after I played Pillars of Eternity, so like it was like a year of just RPGs, and that's why I was like, I need to shoot things a lot.
This has been much.
I'm playing that. I'm still Tuesday nights. You can find me on my channel. I'm on Doom Eternal, so I'm killing it through that. And yeah. Just random days I'll be streaming. I'm in a new place, so this is kind of a temporary setup. So it will change, much to the Cap's chagrin. It will keep changing every week. I don't know. Next week you might see me on that wall. I don't know. I might be streaming outside one week.
What wall, Tim? What wall?
Exactly.
I mean,
this whole place is in demo mode right now, so.
The seasons have finally caught up to the picture now, so I mean, you're good to go.
Oh, I don't see seasons, but it's just a storm.
It always will be.
Adam, what announcements you got this week, my dude?
The biggest one I have is, as much as you all are probably going to be dismayed, I am not drawing a card this week. That's a big nope. No, I mean, no announcements this week. Just been playing, like everyone else. I might try and stream this weekend. I might do another playthrough of Baldur's Gate because I've already like beaten what you can beat for Baldur's Gate already. And I loved it.
How many hours do you have in that game?
All of the hours.
All of them. I think you're not the only one that was on my Twitter like, oh, I got to do another character.
Yeah. Well, I spent like 4 hours in character creation, just trying to figure out, and then eventually I just went with generic homebrew human warlock, So I think this time I might try something a little different. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's incredible if you haven't gotten it yet. I was talking to one of my buddies at Larian, and he's so excited because he's a big D&D nerd and he loves the project, and I am so excited for other stuff that's going to come out with that game. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Back to you.
Where does Larian operate out of in the States?
That's a good question because I think like most of their offices in Dublin.
Oh, it's in Dublin, really?
It's Dublin. I think it's in Ireland. Yeah,
their main one is Dublin.
Yeah. So, but they have like surrogate satellite offices. But like, yeah, it's most of the stuff is in Dublin. So, it's quite interesting whenever I see, when there were events. Yeah, he would just be like, oh yeah, I took the flight all the way over, and then crazy weekend at like PAX East, and then just eat back to freaking Ireland. But hey, good people.
Hell yeah. Cheers. Drake, you got any announcements this week?
I'm just swamped with work and family stuff. I'm just glad I got someone to cover my on-call for tonight, honestly. So
it was deadly.
Yay for working in IT.
Yeah. Well, guys, normally this is where I tell you that my hair's not gone. It's because I've taken a shower, but it's not. I just cut all my hair off. Like COVID, it was just too much. The hair is officially gone. I don't know what to tell you guys. Not spreading no, it's bullshit. I just washed my hair. It's okay.
I got
hat keeps
confused
getting
because I'm
taller.
like, I'm pretty sure I saw you earlier, but then I was like, am I just imagining that because I couldn't see it? And I was like, man, am I going crazy?
Come on, Samson doesn't cut his hair. That's where his strength's at.
There was on Facebook after one of the conventions where I pulled my hair up over the top, made it look like I had a faux hawk and posed with it Instagram style. Dude, you want to talk about solid Facebook fake news? But you know, since I'm never on that platform anymore for personal stuff, which is great. I can't imagine how big of a cesspool it is during election season.
Never go full Facebook.
I think I'm officially like 4 months off of that now. So, and it feels so good every day.
Here's the part that haunts me. I gotta get disconnected from my account because I try to drop on and see a few of my folks that are playing that stream over there now, and I get on there and Facebook's like, here, not only is it Candy Crush Saga, but here's somebody from 5 years ago that's DMing you through here. Here's another I'm like, no, I don't want any of this. I'm just trying to watch trees for a second, damn it.
Would you like to download Farmville 6?
The saga continues.
Farmville 6. You're farming on Mars.
So true. Announcements over here. We are in day 8 of 31 of straight D&D. We're just going to wear you guys out over here. And we're adding Baldur's Gate on top of it. Saturday, I'm going to drop a 4-hour stream of Baldur's Gate before we play Rime of the Frost Maiden. So I'm pumped about that because I haven't got to really stream Baldur's Gate since it dropped. So I've been playing on my own, but it'll be a fun time to sit down and you'll get a nice chunk of it. We got the what do you call that? The extension is up, and you can all vote, and then I will not choose what you pick.
Because let's face it, chat chooses some things to do.
For psychology.
It's always push the person off the cliff every time.
But there's been a couple of good times where it's like, ooh, what should we do here? I do like the Insta poll. But yes, just a reminder for everybody who's watching Baldur's Gate streams, don't type your answer in the chat. There's no reason to type your answer in the chat. It's just click the screen. Like all it does is flood chat over. So just don't do that. I was watching Co Carnage's stream earlier today for a bit, and I'm like, oh my god. He's like, guys, can we all just stop typing in the chat? This is
Press the button.
But it's super fun if you're into turn-based, and obviously with D&D, you guys got to check it out. It is full price, but I can tell you that Larian finishes their game, so you may not be into early access period, and I get that you want to wait for later, but if you want to play around and help them kind of mold the game, go for it, because it's freaking awesome. The only thing I want change is I'm sick and tired of them comboing my modifier into their DC. Okay?
Oh, it's so bad.
No. There's not a DC 6, okay? There are DC maybe 8 and above. Like, I don't want this. When I see the dice, I'm trying to add my modifier in, and I hate it. I hate that it's just a straight roll in that number. That's not D&D. That's not how we do it.
I noticed that the very first roll in the game, I was like, well, that's wrong.
I was like,
that roll.
No, I passed.
I mean, my very first roll looked right. Mine was a 1, so it looked right to me. I was like, yeah, no, this tracks. This is about right.
This tracks.
It's a 1. All right.
The only other complaint I have about the game so far, and like I said, I'm only 90 minutes into it, is the 3 people that I've met are all edgelords.
Everybody is really edgy, aren't they?
Like, I was like, come on, can we get like a happy-go-lucky guy? Like,
yeah, there isn't any brevity. Is the warlock? He's a little different, right?
I haven't met him yet.
I haven't. I'm right before you get to him, but he's slightly different. But no, like the clerics are real. Yeah, she's not like. Well, actually, no. You haven't got to the wizard yet, have you?
Which one's the
Gale
wizard? No, I haven't gotten to Gale.
Okay,
yet.
Gale is your Gale is your like semi-comedic relief, but it's more just like
Kind
like
of shit.
Yeah, it's more like
like a judgy, edgy, like judgy kind of thing.
It's Chad masculine humor.
Oh, okay.
It's just he's the playboy, the eccentric playboy.
I want a supportive guy. I want a guy that's like, yeah, go get it, do it.
Tim, all you have to do is ask, buddy. I'm right here. I got you.
Yeah. Everybody's real on edge. Yeah, they don't quite have the balance of Divinity 2 where it was like the prince and then God, what's his name? The skeleton. Holy shit, he was good. That character was so good. God, I can't remember his name. And then you had the beast. They just had a great combo in Divinity 2, but but here's the reason why, Tim. It's because they're level 1. I'd be angry too if I was level 1.
Not only that, but like every starter D&D game, everybody tries to go edgy immediately. I mean, even I, like, my character is edgy, but like he's still funny.
Isn't the fallacy like modern TV is everything is the edgy drama right now anyway?
I mean, you'd have to watch it to know, but I could imagine that it is.
I'm just looking at my Hulu list, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just in my angsty mode. I don't know.
Never go full emo unless you're Tim.
Then you just go way overboard.
So, Voodoo Ranger. I've gotten in early and busted open the Captain Dynamite. We are going to sip these before we play Baldur's Gate on Saturday. I'm going to do the side-by-side and, pour myself 2 16-ounce beers because I love myself and I live rangerously but drink responsibly. And we're going to do the side-by-side. I'm doing this comparison right now based off of last night. I can tell you already that Captain Dynamite is not as aromatic as Agent 77. However, you have your haziness right here. This tastes, this is more up the line of juicy. It's big on mosaic. I could use some more body though. I really could.
Ooh. I want body malts.
I want more of the, I love that.
Orange juice feel for a hazy IPA.
Yeah, I like the orange juice feel, and I like I like the finish of Starship and the stronger ones. I'm Captain Full Flavor, I want to put, and this is the problem when I get mosaic, then I want to add Citra to it. And then now this for me, when I drink these are like my modern pale ales. Like just mosaic, like as they do they do an isolate or they're really heavy on one or the other. I'm like, okay, it's good, but yeah, we could like toss 3 or 4 different varietals in there and this really bang this thing out.
So what's the ABV on Captain?
They're both 7.7, and that shows you that it's a bit strange there. This could go up.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they made Captain a double, gave it a little more body, that would offset with everything that's going on in the hops, make it a lot more rewarding experience. A double juicy haze with those hops.
Yeah, that's my, because mosaic tastes like, to me, is always like, it's a juicy fruit. Like, it's like
Strawberry,
juicy fruit gum.
100%.
Yeah, like that's what you got going on there. So they're both delicious, but Agent 77, like, and it's probably because I've been out of the bar biz for this entire year, but I do miss these like floral beers because I'm a big floral guy, and God, it's got it. They're both delicious though. We'll see who wins voting. I'm gonna pull up and see. I don't know if they're doing active where we can see like who's in the lead or not. But it'll be interesting. I'm gonna do my vote live there. Thank you, guys.
I'm not a huge beer guy, but just listening to you talk about it, you can see that passion, like 100% right behind it. Like, especially you, Radio, like you guys teaming up on each other. It's just like going back and forth.
Hey, I saw you with some 1985, so don't
I got 1985. And I got my old school cozy right here, just to shove it in.
You could.
Yeah, I don't know shit. I just let them go. I'm like, yeah, it's got a nice body.
That's what we said.
It's mainly because people don't sit down and talk about what they eat or drink, and they don't talk about the things that they like with adjectives. If you do that and you sit down and do it every day, you'll get the vocabulary, and those are the things that you have to do when they're the tools of the trade.
True.
You don't ever sit down and think, what does a stone fruit taste like? But I can tell you what stone fruit tastes like. But you have to, It's really just a process. For me, it was using the wine wheel. Like I sat down for an entire year when I took winemaking in college, and anything I ate or drank, I pulled out the old, I think it's from Harvard. It's the flavor wheel, and you just place it. And eventually you get pretty good, because then you're like, oh, okay, here's the adjective. So you start to be like, yes, okay. So I'm like here. Oh yeah, okay, I kind of get this. I get this, what it's talking about now. And yes, I still hate Trominette wine. It's one of the only ones I don't like because it smells like freaking diesel. Oh. Some people love that though, dude. Those girls that love the smell of gasoline, ooh, they'll be crushing Trominette.
That's the same dude who goes to the bar and orders a rusty nail. There's something I love about Drambuie. I don't know. I just gotta have it. Just get out of here. It tastes like gasoline.
That's that nostalgia thing of like sitting in a pickup in like the 80s and 90s where you have the gas tank right behind the seat, so all you smelled while the gas tank was being filled.
Oh. Sidebar. My buddy that still has one of those tanks, he runs his shit off biodiesel. Dude, it will make you so hungry. Because he picks up oil. He picked up oil for me in the Cajun place downtown. Oh my god, dude! There's just dogs. They'll beeline for that truck, dude.
I want wings so bad right now.
The size of the heater he's got to have on that tank to keep that stuff in the wintertime from solidifying. Impressive. But thank you. Appreciate your sponsorship as always, Voodoo Ranger. And to lovely Roll20 and DnDBeyond.com. Thank you guys. You are rock stars. I appreciate your support very, very much. So, Tim, let's pick you up on last week.
All right.
Where do you want to start?
Last week.
Nothing happened.
On Tormund's quest. Surveying the scene. The entire district on fire. Unaware of the locations of Samar, Riley, and Arkonan. The group made haste to get the hell out of the district. Successfully navigating the streets as they begin to fill with guards. They made their way back towards the House of Knowledge. Not completely there yet. Choosing to stop at the old Cherry Inn. Grab a nice stay. Unfortunately, all still in the same room. A cascade of snores. With Gale's uneasiest in the night. As he rose, they were able to find a secret chamber. Led back to a friend who they now know as Odaxus. A curator of knowledge of sorts, on his own, more nefarious quest to find lost goods. You somehow stumbled upon a meeting of multiple factions. Discovered a sphere of annihilation among boxes of stolen wine. And Gale pulled his first cards from the deck of many things. After losing control, falling under the spell of Talos, and almost forsaking his own god Lokur. After Tormund trying to literally beat the corruption out of him, like the power of Morden compel him, ending up knocking Gale unconscious. And an immaculate roll by both Tormund and by Brayden. Bringing you back in an act of divine intervention, cleansing you, Gale dispatched almost the entire room. In a crazy turn of events, we pick back up, still at the old Cherry. Post that fight scene, wondering exactly what the hell you're going to do. time of day?
Does this room have windows?
God, I guess it's still like early morning. It's like, it's like
probably 3 or
it's
4, right? Something like that.
It's
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 a.m. right now. Yeah, every bit of it.
We should search the room, see if there is anything else that can give us any information as to plans or spots or locations for these various groups.
Search the room, search the bodies. I mean, look what was on the table over there by that guy who was throwing all them knives. He seemed to be the one in charge.
There's plans and papers everywhere. This whole room is filled.
Oh, what do you like a good book, don't you? Just dig in and find something.
Fictional is normally my style, but I guess we could do some nonfiction today.
Add a trooper.
You like fictional books, but you're a historian?
Sure. I help them out from time to time. I'm more of a lost book guy.
Oh, look, a whole room full of lost books. We just found them. Start reading.
I don't see a lot of books in here. I see some miscellaneous papers on the table. Looks like a few plans were made. There's more wine than books, though.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
It'll be 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
You know, coming that close to death, Dirakt does dip into the other room and go back and fetch one of those bottles of wine. You know, they're not going to miss one.
What am I, chopped liver? Come on.
What? You think I'm sharing? Savage.
No, barbarian. It's fine. I'll go get my own goddamn wine.
Tormund! This is not wine to be drunk out of the bottle, goddammit. As he gets his small set out. Get some cool little bone-shaped glasses.
As Odax is kind of flipping through papers on the desk, he's just like, oh, it needs to be aerated.
Well, everybody knows a good wine needs to be aerated. And then you give a nice inhale with the nose before you drink it, so it's a full body experience.
Dirakt pours it out into the glass and slams it.
That is such a waste.
No, actually it's not, because this is solving a functional purpose right now. I ain't got no time for aeration, and I don't have an aerator.
I'm gonna go to the blade seeking guy or blade throwing guy and the cult member, and I'm gonna search their bodies and see if they have anything on them.
Roll an investigation check.
I didn't start the fire. That's too I'm great. It is a 5. Do I have anything? That's helpful.
Man, you can't even find his coin pouch. Just having trouble at noticing anything else other than the knives that he had.
I'm gonna follow up.
The knives? I found the knives. So just hold up the knives.
You are incredibly astute there, buddy.
I think there's some more over there beside the room.
I'm gonna shoot the wine down. I want the knife, and I'm gonna jump on top of this big guy in the middle. I'm gonna loot his shit.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation roll coming in. It's an 8. I'm just as distracted as he is, apparently.
Nothing secret on them.
I'll go over to the one that had the big electrical pack there on the northeast corner of the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to search through their stuff. 19.
You go over and you thoroughly investigate what is left from the magic missiles that exploded around this individual. There's not much left of her based off of that, how energized that pack was, the amount of lightning that overcharged that battery. It's kind of a mess over there. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Con is a +2, so 19.
Yeah, it's pretty grim, but you're able to keep your wits about you as you check what you think is left of a pocket, possibly. You're able to find about 50 gold pieces. If there was anything of fragile nature, it's no longer with us.
Just times like these that I wish Arkonan was here. He'd probably be better at it, at least piecing things together, figuring out, finding things.
Yeah, you really want that thing walking around, whatever's left of it?
What do you mean that thing and walking around?
You just stuck your hand in a pile of goo and prayed it was a pocket.
That wasn't Gale. That was a Daxus.
Yeah.
This shouldn't ever be walking around. This is something you see at the end of a long night.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
They're all dead. They need to stay dead.
Yeah, no, they're dead, yeah.
Especially that thing right there that Odie's next to.
Oh, you're saying if Arkonan was here, he would raise them all. Yes, probably.
Yes! How many times have you taken dead bodies and made things out of them?
What I mean is he could probably find something or figure something out. He's got quite a brain on him. He's very smart, actually.
It was more of a reference on his arcane abilities and not his necromancy, boy, is what he's trying to say.
I'm just more curious about the things he makes out of them versus like just raising them. Like, is this like a jigsaw puzzle that he puts them back in different orders?
If
You've read too many fiction books.
we ever find him, I'm sure he'll be happy to show you.
God damn it, we'll find him. Just lost him in the middle of a damn fire, that's all. We'll find him, I promise.
I think I need to do something.
It's at that point that Dirakt hears in his head Arkonan's voice. Dirakt, it's Arkonan. Where are you guys?
Figures it'd be about 4 in the morning when your ass would finally check in. Did you have to wait so goddamn long? We got into some real shit while you're philandering around wherever the hell you're at.
I was trailing Samara. I lost her.
Well, I'm glad that answers 2 questions. Got these fuckers believing you went down in a fire almost. Starting to question. We got into a hell of a fight. We tried to sleep. Got him Tom Bodette's Motel 6 over here. We're south of the Hall of Knowledge. Cherry Hill Inn.
I'll be there soon.
Goddamn wizards. Ladies and gentlemen. Arkonan has just checked in. He's fine. He's been trailing Samara. That answers 2 questions, but I don't know shit about Riley.
So is Samara coming with? She's alive?
Do not ask those questions. Prefer to hear it, all of us together, out of his own lips. Did not press him. Well, he was in my mind. I don't know where he's at, but he said he would be here soon. I told him we were where we were. God, come to think of it, it better be Arkonan. I don't know what the hell else could be going on in this room. Anybody proficient in any,
I immediately trace and my eyes flare up when I cast Detect Magic in the room. And start walking around.
the previous room, the sphere of annihilation is like, oh, it's like a magnet on your brain. Oh, God. So it's very difficult.
Could you close that door? Close the door.
Closes the door, and you're still like, oh, God. But it's just overpowering in where you're at. But you are able to ascertain that there's some magic going on with one of these daggers. And kind of closer inspection on it. Oh yeah, that's not metal at all. That's dragon tooth. Yeah, hell yeah. It is very, very fine polished. And sharp as hell. Holding that bad boy up. That thing does a +2 to attack and does extra acid damage. So you have a dragon tooth dagger.
Anything else lighting up? Anything outside of the room, or is that mostly it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Then I just after I kind of do a lap around the room, just kind of looking and inspecting and kind of flipping bodies over, I just cut it. And you just see me kind of wince. Kind of catch myself a little bit. That is a strong aura in the other room.
Well, you don't say. Almost as strong as the shit that you pulled from that goddamn deck. I think we all learned a little lesson. Didn't we?
Right. I am sorry about that. I tried. You said we needed something. I tried that. It was stupid. And I lost control, obviously. And it was not good. It was not a good feeling. I was there. I was conscious through it all, but I couldn't do anything. I was just... Well, I'm sorry, Tormund.
Better you attack me than... I don't know, attack any of these other guys. At least I can take it. I knew something was fishy when you tugged at my soul.
Talos really wants you dead.
And it's probably because I told him you're going to sit in his chair.
Now that's funny.
He's got every reason in the world to be afraid of you, Gale. Only reason he'd probably want me dead is because... Hell, I don't know.
I think it's
I have
pretty
an idea.
easy to see.
And Daxus is just kind of sitting in the corner listening to you guys, and he's kind of trying to like do math in his head. Like he told a god that he wants to sit in his chair, and just kind of sitting back there and going, "What are you guys doing?"
Got some beautiful mind stuff working back there.
Braden Barley looks back at him. Yeah, they've been through some shit.
Oh, you right. Yeah, I was supposed to be one of Talos's chosen, and I basically told him to fuck off. And now he wants me dead because I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure that there will come a time when I will kick his ass.
I could probably see that after. And he looks back down at the ground. Yes, I could see that.
No, that's a good question. Let me ask you something, Odie. How long you been in this district?
For the last couple of years, just kind of been around.
Other than everything that's happened with the Lord Protector and the Protector's Enclave, you notice any other, I don't know, entities working its way in that might be, I don't know, more like that thing you just stuck your hand in with all the goo?
I mean, looking around the room, we have a majority of the factions here represented.
It's more that
I like
thing's
this.
faction.
No. Specifically this
Who?
district. What he was beforehand, Storm, cultists, the cultist attacks on this district. I assure you were around, right? And the Storm, they are drawn to that. They are allied, the cultists. Do you know of any gathering, any location where they've pulled up any sanctuary? Because if we can find that, we can potentially create a plan and, well, stop the storm from this area. We did that with the previous area.
They're all up in goddamn Black Lake. That's where they're at. I don't think it's any goddamn mystery where the Nashers are hanging out at. They're all just the sons of rich shitheads.
Right. We know of the Nashers. I'm talking about the cultists,
The cults of
Talos's
Talos.
leaders. Yes, that are here. Do you know of any that are here, Odaxis?
I don't know them particularly, or where they're at particularly. I've kind of let the city be for the last few years. The city once tried to pull me in and hold on to me, and I tried to believe in it, but I just haven't. There's just too much that has happened in the city with the different factions fighting over each other.
A new faction. Used to be called the Scar. Now it's called New Hope. You'll see the skies clear over it for a reason. It's because Talos' little field general ended up getting wiped out by us.
Having trouble with his name? Nero
I don't
Britannicus? Alliance?
I'm just saying that there could be only one on this side. I'm not holding my breath. I'm just trying to sum it up for our friend here. There's got to be some force holding the storm over this area. Maybe if he's seen something, it'll help us along our way.
Well, we
If
know this
anyone might
much.
know.
House of knowledge in which you seek, we have seen both the cults of Talos and the Nashers. They have both been there, and they have both with when we've been there. You know this.
Gambles rather than the rest of us.
Yeah, fortunately.
I do admit my experiences are pretty limited. I do kind of come out at the awkward hour, as you found me, to find knowledge for the House of Knowledge.
Oh God, speaking of that, Arkonan, we're in, it's gonna sound stupid, we're in a hidden passageway behind the bed on the left. When the old man brings you back to the room, we're back behind the headboard, and you're gonna walk up past, I don't know, whole bunch of crates. Hey, whenever you get there, I'll bring you in. I'll come out to the front. This is stupid.
The equivalent of, hey bro, when you get here, just honk and I'll come out front and show you which house it is.
100%. You've all been there before.
A very broken, like, it sounds like he's being interrupted a lot, like, where he's like, yeah, I'm just talking to the guy. He won't shut. The proprietor won't let me in.
I'm coming. Oh, no, I didn't save the innkeeper's name over here. Last notes I have are Stanley, man in the pig shit.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't save it either. I didn't think I'd need it. I don't know if we gave him one. I just remember.
He's just an old halfling. As Dirakt comes to the front. I know. Hey, remember, we got this room. We still had an extra bed here. Okay. Innkeeper still in his pajamas. I mean, like classic Christmas morning style. Just eyeballing. We had an extra bed in the room anyway. If you're there, pest, I have a name. It's a new charge for the next night. It's fine. We're not on a budget here, buddy. It's standing in the rain. Can you please open the door? I'm gonna roll a perception check, or not a perception, but a persuasion straight up on him. Come on! Oh, God! It wanted to hit me with that nat one so bad. All right. Yeah, he's gonna go over and pop that bad boy open. Oh God, yeah, I got a +8, so 19.
Oh.
Opens up the door. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
She is sneaky, I'll tell you that.
Fine, come in here. Get yourself dried off. Got plenty of time to get down in your birthday suit here while we deal with business in the next room. Come on. We got one big shared room. It's camp shit fits over here. Come on. Dirakt pulls you back into the room that we've been staying in. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's stupid. There's a hidden passageway back here. Once you get yourself ready, we'll show you exactly what we just got into. Oh, and by the way, don't mess with any of the boxes when you go through the wine room. We have a very important announcement about those boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very, very important announcement. So, yeah, like I said, room's yours. Nobody's coming out of here. All right.
Okay. So yeah, I just strip off my 2 cloaks. And under those 2 cloaks, I am surprisingly dry. And so I just follow up.
God damn it, Arkonan, you really gotta put us to shame over here with your cut-ass body and shit. I look at a cupcake and it goes to my ankle. Worst scenario you get, some old maid's trying to stuff oranges in your mouth.
Or a stiff breeze blows me over.
Yeah, whatever. So, you see this box over here? Yeah, this guy right over here. Yeah, you see him? Well, fun news. That chest contains a sphere of annihilation. Yep, it's gonna take a bit to process, but as Dirakt gets down on one knee and opens up the side and just peeks it open, you can see that eternally black orb spinning in there. Yep, that's 100%. That's a sphere of annihilation right inside there, with a bunch of stolen wine. So how about them apples?
I thought those were for fairy tales.
Not anymore.
Like, it's like, don't go down to Chult. You might get a sphere of annihilation. Like, you might come back with, like, it's like, you go down to certain countries and you come back with a bad stomach bug.
Well, apparently you stay at the Cherry Hill Inn, and before you know it, you're the goddamn Hardley boys, and you got a sphere of annihilation. So, what do we do while we're in here? Well, we've made a new friend. We got ourselves another sneaky fella here who...
Is a sphere of annihilation sentient?
No, we gotta... Thank God, no. There's a new friend, his name's Odaxus.
Okay.
He's sharp with a blade, but yeah, he's blabbering on about somebody taking his goddamn book, and so I gotta admit, he's principled like us. He was breaking into a whole goddamn thieves' lair to go get that shit back. So he's got some goddamn bravado, and I'm impressed with that. That's a man of principle.
This shitty little inn is just a front?
I don't think it's a front. I think it's just there's a lot of businesses have gathered up around this building, and nobody knows where all the rooms actually go.
Sneaky fucking hobbitses.
Sneaky hobbitses is right. Oh, we'll pass in. Welcome to the fucking gang bungalow we got in here. Yeah, so this is where the shitheads apparently were sleeping for a period of time. And he opens up the door to just complete destruction in this this thieves' lair. And this is the room that we stumbled across. How about that shit?
Are all these bodies in here previously, or did you make them in here?
Well, you know what? We made a couple extra ones after Gale decided to take out a couple of those cards, from the House of Knowledge. Well, one of them let him fall into the power of Talos himself for a minute. So Tormund had to beat the living daylights into him with his Morden amulet, trying to knock him some sense into him. Gale went unconscious. We brought him back, and before you know it, Shanti raised his ass, and he blew up the whole goddamn room. And that dog, I can tell you right now, I'm a dog person, but that dog is from hell and should be sent back from where it came from.
Arkonan! Tormund's gonna run up to you and give you a big old bear hug. Gonna kiss you on the side of the face. I thought you were dead.
No, I thought I was too after what I did to that building.
Wait. You set the building on fire?
Yeah, that was me. That was a fireball.
I've never seen a fireball that big before.
That's what she said.
Yeah, neither have I. It pretty much knocked me out.
If you have an issue with spellcasting, it's quite common. You could see a doctor about it.
I take a pill for that. It's okay.
Okay.
Gentlemen. Well, Arkonan may have cast the fireball. There was some sort of accelerant in there. Those buildings were burning through the rain of Talos. The literal rain of 1,000-year storm. I don't know what the hell was going on in there.
It almost seemed like everyone was trying to kill one person.
I got a first-hand account of what happened in there, and we should have a conversation about it.
Odie, don't worry. This is in case you haven't heard. Lord Protector's dead, and it may or may not have anything to do with what we're drinking in the bar.
I would think that when it blows up, a building just blows up and collapses that nobody survived.
So you tell the god you're going to sit in a chair, you blow up a building that sits on fire through the reigns of a god, and you're not the sneaky one, right? You're the guy that puts things back together?
Yeah.
You must be the bookworm.
Worm.
I'm sorry. Let me introduce you.
Because
Odie,
worms.
this is the guy I was afraid that who was gonna, resurrect that gelatinous corpse over there. That's Arkonan.
Pardon, Tormund. Do you like being called Odie? I just want to double check. He has a habit of just shortening names. He never checks in on whether anybody likes it or not.
It's just a name.
Just double.
I'm sorry. Odaxis.
Well,
This is Arkonan. This is Odaxis.
Well, Tormund, I'm going to tell you right now, someday you're going to call a Robert Bob sometime, and he's going to clock the shit out of you, okay? That's all I got to say.
You never call a Robert Bob. You call him a dick.
I was an investigator.
Sir Richard, God damn it.
Being a real Richard right now.
All right. Well, this is well, it's good to have you back, Arkonan. I need to do something. I need to and I pull out the deck. I need to get rid of these.
What are you doing with that?
I mean,
I think permanently.
No, we're going to sit here and play goldfish until the fucking thing's finished.
No.
What? Don't want to draw another card, do we?
I think this is something where the sphere would come in quite handy.
Let me think about that for a second. Anybody else that's heard of these fairy tales? I understand that it destroys things, but how does it destroy things is rather important on my mind before we start putting shit in it.
I read a book about them teleporting things to other worlds, and I've read a book about them just spitting them back out in reverse order.
I seem to recall like some information about nothing, some sort of sciencey thing of like nothing is ever lost, it's just transferred somewhere else, like nothing just disappears.
Yeah, it's like dirt and energy, and nothing ever really gets it never really goes away, and you never actually get clean. Just something else gets dirty.
Yeah.
Roll a history check, Odaxis. Arkonan, roll a history check.
Cool.
Oh, good God.
I'm also on automatic roll. I don't like this.
60.
Get it off.
You more or less you pretty well cover it in your first evaluation.
Just making that up.
So, should we go back to the House of Knowledge and maybe I can exchange this for something else?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, sorry,
Because these are not.
This didn't work for me. Can I have a refund?
I don't know if that's how it works, but
Do you think he'd give you store?
I would love to speak with him because I have some more things I wish to understand.
Speak to the manager. I got it. Okay, let's see where this is going.
I mean, you could say he's the manager. You were there.
I was. You were right. That's where I got this. And I tapped my breastplate.
Direct's gonna go and he's gonna roll a history check on that sphere.
That's about the best as you can hope for.
Yeah, 19. It's just the terminology I've always heard is just it obliterates everything. But that passes through it. I just don't know what that obliteration looks like. That's all.
And also, like, I don't know if you guys have looked into extra dimensional spaces, but that's a whole different ball of tricks in itself. So if, like, we don't know what's in that deck. So, but if there's, like, pull out a 2 and you get sent to the astral plane, or it brings you to a different space, and then the sphere of annihilation is a different space, and they go together, we all end up somewhere real fast.
Yeah, what he's trying to say is don't get your bag of holding anywhere near that thing, okay? It's a bad idea. And also, we don't put the sphere of annihilation in the bag. It does not go in the bag. That's why it's being held in a nondescript trunk over there and not Fort Knox.
So you want me to put the... So let me ask you, as a question, can we take the trunk and then put that with the sphere in the bag of holding?
No, goddammit, no. That is that's the anarchist cookbook that Arkonan just talked about.
It's a good
okay.
thinking, but I'm just go to the far realm. And let's stay here.
So basically, you're telling me I'm carrying a trunk around, unless we're gonna stash it in the House of Knowledge.
Can we just throw it in the ocean?
We've been caravanning around with literally dead bodies on the back of a stagecoach. But all of a sudden, at this point in time, the line in the sand is a nondescript trunk that may just happen to contain the annihilation catalyst of the entire city. That's the line.
I blew up
What?
the never mind.
Wait. If this is as powerful as you say it is, what if we just use it to kill Talos?
That's all fine and dandy, and I would certainly love to, and I believe it has the power to obliterate anything, but it's the manipulation of the object itself, which is terrifying. And it is something that you can do. You can mentally move this thing, but it comes at great personal cost to yourself and taxing your resources.
Opening up yourself to too much knowledge is a problem in and of itself. Some people go mad from too much knowledge.
And if you fail to move the damn thing, the repercussions are intense.
Ooh, does it turn back on you?
It doesn't turn back on you, it's just...
So we carry it in the trunk.
So we won't carry it. I see a lot of good, useful labor around here that also can't think for itself and attuned to magic items.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
The best damn idea we've had yet for those.
It's a great sales pitch. I'm already on it.
Oh, Odexus, necromancy.
Do you mind if I watch?
You probably want the one with the loot. He was the one least damaged. I wouldn't mind taking the loot for myself, but
Loot as in like an instrument, or loot as in like gold?
look at him. He just is there in his hand, right next to the big guy.
Okay.
When you do this, can you put a foot on a hand and like rearrange it?
There is down the line, there is a book that I am very interested in that allows me to pick and choose what I want to put on something.
Well, let's not. Anyway, we should.
You kind of see Adaxis like open his jacket and he starts to scribble, like looks like a note inside it, and closes his jacket.
We should put this in the room, maybe, and just keep it here, and then tomorrow we should go to the House of Knowledge.
I got a feeling tomorrow is today. We've been at this for a while.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Not to mention, wasn't this kind of noisy? You kind of like, yeah.
Well, the good news is that all the shops around here have been closed, and the one shop owner that is here is more than likely deaf.
If no one is banging or knocking at this point, then I think it is fine.
I get the feeling from talking to the proprietor that he's really kind of a keep to yourself kind of person when the gold enters his hand.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Probably
let me
why
in.
this is here.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't let me in because I hadn't paid him. He didn't care who I was with.
You know, he's an old school tight ass. If you come in and stay now, you're paying double rate.
And he just kind of turns his head once the gold is in his hand. Puts cotton in his ears and goes to bed.
I go over to the crate that's open and I just like start looking through the wine. And then I'm just like, you see me inspecting bottles. And then I just like pocket like 2 or 3 of them.
Just take it. Just let me cover all those. I got the bag of holding, don't forget.
Sure. And I just blindly grab one. Just grab one. Just grab one.
I'm gonna tuck it in there. Like I got some real good.
What are you doing? It's literally just us in the room.
That's my right. I mean, you never know who's watching. It's a bottle for later. Shut what?
We just killed like 7 people. You're worried about?
Hey, we might want to drink this, away from everybody else if it's that good.
It's very good. Very expensive. Exotic.
There you go.
As everyone's looking around, can I tell if I've seen them do that? And then can I try to just keep putting bottles in wherever his bag of holding is just to see if he ever notices?
Perception check. Perception check against their perception, and then sleight of hand.
I mean, you got a pretty good shot at getting a perception.
Yeah, it's only going to be 14.
Well, 14. Yeah, 14. You kind of peek in there, and you can see that homeboy's got his looting sack out. It's not hard to put together what's going on in there.
Okay, so I'll try to do a sleight of hand on that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what do
That's
I roll
plus-
against
that's-
this sleight of hand?
By the way, it's a +8.
26.
I'm not even gonna.
I'll never meet that, but I just want to roll against it just to see what happens.
You know what? You're right. I will roll just because.
So, what's my roll against him? Is that perception?
This is your perception. And really, it would be your passive perception, but he's not stealth, so it doesn't matter.
We don't play that. It's literally a 16. Do I notice or not?
Fuck no.
Okay, cool. I'm just quite literally locked into Gale.
Yeah.
How many bottles can I sneak into his pack?
I mean, I would say one in your hand. I don't think you're good enough to be rocking both bottles since these were larger. Yeah, one per sleight of hand check.
I'm putting these on the character sheet. Got one
My
bottle
idea
in.
is basically we're searching the room, and I'm just now making this a game of myself of how many bottles I can sneak into his bag every time I pass by him.
Go for it. Roll it.
We've got a mini game.
That would be 10.
Confidence of your first one.
What's my perception?
Oh,
It's
cocked.
Let's throw it again.
Ah.
So as you're trying to slide this bottle into my pack, I look down at you. I'm gonna open it up. I need you to put 2 in there.
Because I had another one behind my back already as I was passing that one.
I mean, we're stocking up on whatever the hell we're in here to get, but I mean, yeah, just if you want some wine, just let me know.
Oh, I have no interest in the wine. I just was. You seemed like you needed a few extra hands there.
by the end of it, you have 45 bottles of vintage wine.
I literally had a tally of one bottle goes to 45 bottles.
I mean, there was cases up in this joint. Cases of wine.
Now, if anyone asks, we're just wine cellars.
The problem is
Traveling band of wine cellars.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes, you'd like to purchase some wine or stare into oblivion as he opens up the box for a minute. Yeah, that'll cost you.
Dancing lights.
Hey, yeah, do me a favor. Take that deck of cards that you turned over that almost made me kill your ass and throw it right into that orb.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
You did? Or was I?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We
It's
just
bad.
don't know what it's gonna do. I'm confident that it. Here's the deal. Some things aren't destroyed by the sphere of annihilation. And that's, I don't know how to describe this. You never probably got this education back at Gancaster, but there's these things called magnets, and there's some times where magnets generally go together, but if you flip them around the other side, they repel each other. These are two very powerful items. I would err on the side of caution that they don't rapidly repel themselves from each other if we were to, quote unquote, as the kids say, yeet that shit in there.
Got a great idea. Gail, take your deck, throw it in with the wine, and what do you think about carrying a chest there?
Hold on.
I'm gonna hold on to the card.
Just a thought here. Maybe we don't have to draw another card again. What if we were in a scenario we wanted somebody else to draw a card that wasn't us?
One of these bodies.
I don't think that. I don't think that anybody should ever draw a card from this.
What if we were
Not after what I experienced?
saying we were able to get in close on one of these Nasher folks? Convince them to play a little game of goldfish. Of course. You go first. No, I insist. No, you go first.
You're a devious son of a bitch. You know that?
Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't try to ruin your city to rubble. You know, how about that? We'll start there.
Yep. Put the cards in the bag.
I'm gonna hold on to them.
You do a magic trick, pick a card, any card. Yeah, I'm gonna guess what the card is. Boom! You're under control of the 9 hells. Yeah, suck it.
Direct. We're not doing that.
Gonna hold on to them?
Yeah. Just the thought, since there's happens to be a creature from the 9 hells running around here that we don't have any idea of how to vanquish. Just the thought. Maybe he's got a gambling problem. You never know.
Gail. Stay the away from the chest then.
Sure.
You get the deck, I'll get the chest. I don't have to carry it around.
I thought we're not touching the chest, Tormund. This is that part about listening earlier. Arkonan's gonna get some of his buddies.
Trust the zombie? All right, fine.
I'd rather have the zombie's arm blown off than yours, Tormund. Yeah, so yes.
Yeah, I think maybe we should get a few more hours of sleep.
I'm hungry.
It's early, but oh god.
I got a couple of cans of Spam in the back.
God damn it, you get up to go to piss and all of a sudden you're fighting for your life. You dog, quit looking at me. And before we do that, is anybody proficient in criminal signs, signals? Thieves can't.
I have a little knowledge on that.
Are you able to read thieves can't?
Yes.
You're over here looking at the goddamn bookshelf. Daxus, come here. This is the important part for us. You see these papers? Well, they don't make a whole lot of sense to us. Okay? If you could just take a second and look at these.
Okay, sure. I figured you guys are semi-trustworthy at this point. Albeit the dog hate over here.
I told you I'm a dog person, but I am not a dog person when they're from hell. Roll an investigation.
All dogs'
check.
lives matters. Investigation.
You can get a hellhound on your ass. Your opinion will change.
16.
16. You're looking down at this set of plans, and it's chaotic in nature, and it's, from what you can tell, it's been fragmented. It looks like multiple parties bring pieces to a key. They've put them together. And without them, it doesn't seem like you would get the full picture. But what you can see on these plans, it's all...
My audio just died.
What's that?
Yeah, audio just cut out everything.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had
I heard
Just
you get
let-
the full.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah. So you don't get the full picture unless you have all the pieces out. And when you're looking at this setup, you can see its patrol routes. You can see its literal movements of the Lord Protector. And you can see it's the beginnings of a massive rewrite. You relay the information that literally the plans laid out here appear to be assassination attempts on the Lord Protector.
But didn't you guys just do this? If you put it in this order, it says they're going to do this. But didn't you guys say that you just did that?
First of all, we never said anything
we never
about killing
yeah.
him. That wasn't us. We said we were there.
That's hearsay. That's not legal.
Allegedly, we're around the area and potentially.
Okay, so you're just
I have
sitting in
an
chairs of
alibi.
gods.
I have an alibi.
And you blew up a building that's always on fire now. Or
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Come on, hold on. Let's just love with each other here. Gail, what happened on the inside?
It just takes like a long look at Adaxis. Well, I got the front row seat as he sat right next to me, talking to his men. And then, almost if from the shadows, Sumara and Riley were there. And she obliterated everything about him in one fell swoop. And she had said that he had caused a lot of pain to her family, and this was a long time due. And then chaos.
I mean, I watched them climb in, and then I watched them think I saw them climb out. I just saw two shadows jumped from the window basically, and then they were gone, and then that's when I blew it up.
So it wasn't you guys, it was acquaintances.
You know, or like 2 days.
Might have well been us, I guess.
I wouldn't say it was us. It was people we met, kind of like you, Odaxis.
Well, to be fair, they were going to die anyway because the Black Bakara was already there with a plan. It seemed.
It seems like all of them are planning to do exactly
the thing
what
that
you're
I
doing.
think that we need to focus on is that for this kind of information sitting in here, and for them to know that he would be there, someone that was in his inner circle was a spy. Because otherwise, how do you get this information? It is the same about when we found out about the original attacks. How do they have that information? Only someone extremely close to him would. Right?
Someone
But I
gets him.
guess
Dude, that's what we're
unless-
looking for.
if I was a politician, and I've been around many people who like to think they are, I would use my stature with the Lord Protector to remain loyal to the old house, gain stature with the new direction he had, deliver the information, and then he's out of the picture. I would arise to power, and I would have the loyalty of both sides.
Play both sides.
I would have the loyalty of the old and the new. For my dear friend Lord Protector is now dead, but we can unite the city, etc., etc. At least that is what I would think an ambitious person of some stature would do. It is what I would do.
Dale? An ambitious person controlled by Talos? Maybe?
It at least is allied. I mean, look at the attacks. Look at this room. Everybody was working for some ends. Whoever this person is that was feeding this information either was loyal to one as a part of the older hold, or to the whole, or it was some sort of uneasy alliance. Some deals were being made. Now, whether they've been kept after the deed was done, I doubt it. But there was enough of a pull to get everyone here in the same room, to negotiate, to work out this plan, to try and, in one fell swoop, take control of the city. And maybe they section it off, or maybe afterwards they fight amongst each other until someone reigns supreme, or they each own their own faction. I don't know.
I think this can clearly say that the Nashers are willing to accept whatever terms Talos lays down. They feel that a city without the Lord Protector is still a better way of life for them.
Of course. It is all about their way of life.
That's
They're
clear
selfish.
now. So you can imagine, much like Talos has courted you, he has no doubt courted their leadership. They've carved out whatever terms that they deem acceptable. I mean, they were already willing to kill their own. They felt that their position was so pushed back up against the wall, they were willing to attack their own citizens in their city. Before any of this even started. This is like a perfect storm for Talos. God damn it, I'm sorry for the pun. That's not my intention. Just a figure of speech.
It's a lot to think on. We have to figure out what we do from here.
What we talked about.
We need
What about the vacuum that we're going to leave, this wake? We cannot let New Hope be compromised. We know that. But we also can't sit back on our laurels and think that we can defend it against two other active factions. Not to mention whoever is in second in command, the Hall of Justice.
I had a part of the reason why I'm so tired is I did not sleep much last night, thinking about the recent events. And I had a thought. And this is going to sound a bit crazy, but I think step one of that plan is to clear the skies here. We need to draw a line. And if New Hope is free from Talos's grasps at this point, it will only be strengthened if we can clear that here. If we clear it here, I think I need to do it, but in the most visible spot in the city. Because if people can see someone trying to restore order and peace, no matter where you come from, and they see someone clear the sky of the storm that has been looming and destroying the city and stopping those that are oppressing them, then that may be what they need to pick up and fight, to organize. I think I need to be the one to do this. Well, we need to be the ones to do this.
What makes you the ones to come into the city to do that?
Well, in some ways, I helped bring Talos here. So now it's my job to take him out.
Many factions have been fighting for years in the city. You think coming in and clearing a sky in one section, the people will rise up?
Already did.
I'm not saying it is a for sure answer. People will do what they do. We will have a better shot of it on this side versus the other. The other is where the Nashers and the nobles and the old money live, and everybody is out for themselves. We will not win the hearts of people. We will win vying political power. But the bigger threat here is Talos. Cities rise, cities falls. It's a political nightmare in many cities. There are cities that are worse off than Neverwinter, believe it or not. But if we can get rid of Talos, there's at least the beginning for rebirth, a second chance. And believe me, lately I'm very much into that.
People of Neverwinter deserve to choose for themselves.
Exactly. We just need to be the calm in the storm. We need to see what happens afterwards. Give them that opportunity. Let them decide. Level the playing field. Doesn't matter how much money you have, how much political power you held before. If we do this, all bets are off.
That is something that a lot of people could get behind. Leveling the playing field to all.
I've come to appreciate more recently more walks of life. I've seen rich, poor, adventure, depression, sadness, laughter, love. I think in the end, you lean on those around you. Anything is possible. And Odaxis, you did well in there, and by all means, we could use the help, any insight you could give, but, well, what we're doing is not particularly easy.
Nothing is ever easy if you believe in it. If you truly believe in it and want to actually fight for your belief, it will never will be easy.
Just funny that you say that word, belief. There was not much I believed in not too long ago. But Then I went to a random lodge in the middle of Neverwinter Forest and met people that changed my life. And now I believe in a higher power, someone that is drawing me to something greater, something I didn't ever think I could be. And if I, a rich, snobby asshole from the Black Lake district of Neverwinter, can go out into the woods and make a family with a bunch of hillbillies and a necromancer, then I think that's, as long as you can show that to anybody, they'll have belief.
I resemble that comment. Whatever.
Brayden, you literally, your neck is always, it's probably from the alcohol, but you're always flush. You're missing the point. That is what I'm saying. We need to be the ones to do it. And I didn't include Arkonan in that statement of rednecks because he doesn't ever have color.
It's very true.
He'd be like a moon neck. You're a moon neck.
That's a weird.
That sounds like a derogatory term.
Yeah, it probably is. You're right.
I think I meant.
We're getting sidetracked.
Their body called a moon neck. I don't know.
Yeah, are you talking about the color of my scales? Because that's up.
Hey,
Racist,
Tormund.
man.
Tormund, he wants to see some real redneck. Wait till we take him back to Glencaster. I'll show you some shit.
I got just the river I want to show you, kiddo.
Oh, yeah. Well, we ain't taking him up to the higher levels either. We're going to be down there in the smog taverns.
I can't wait.
More than people that you believe in, it sounds like you've also created a family around you. The people that believe in you directly here.
Speaking of family, Odaxis, it's about time for that coffee and breakfast.
Have you tried butter in your coffee?
Oh,
Tormund, educate him in our ways. He's truly one of us.
Odie, come over here. We're going to talk about bacon, coffee, and butter. Let's go.
I heard you talk about spam earlier. Do you have any of that too?
Any good adventurer keeps at least 5 or 6 days worth in their rations bag.
Have you seen this kind before? And he'll reach down to the back of his coat and pull out a can that's just red, no label on it anymore.
I set it at 16, so yeah, I have no idea.
I can feel the fiberglass already.
So you know what it is. What's that? What's that?
It's called hickory.
Smoked?
Oh, yes.
Wait. How come Dirakt never told me they made smoked versions of this, whatever, meat in a can?
Oh, you ask the wine bubbly guy, he'll call it pate, but it's just great.
All right, well, you and I, we're gonna make some bacon in the room back over there. And then you're gonna introduce me to that because I've got some butter from Shanti. We're gonna cook that in.
How'd you manage that?
See the big guy over there? Priest of Shanti? I got a whole basket.
Give me some credit. I just talked to her in the same room with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, literally brought me back. Did you not see the angel that poured wax on my face or whatever it was?
I wasn't going to ask about white substances on your face, but
in his defense, he was in the middle of the shit. These things happen quickly.
Shits often do.
Guys, I just made it up to the front desk. I have probably the best news of this morning. There's an independent bookstore on the other side and a breakfast joint.
We have a cook?
We don't have
Coffee?
to cook.
Bacon, and books. This is the best CBC I've ever heard.
Holy trifecta. Even Morton would smile at that.
Yeah, look, it's right around here in the corner. It's going to be up in 10 minutes. If the old man goes over there and eats breakfast, I believe it to be good.
Innkeeper eats there?
Innkeeper eats there.
I'm sold. Let's go. Come on. I'm gonna teach you all about what you can put gravy on. And it's not just anything that's on the menu. Come on.
I hold up the slight bag of gold I found into the massive puddle back here, and I go, I guess breakfast is on them.
I like where your head's at, Odaxis. As we make our way out, begin to make our way out, Dirakt goes across the other room, opens up the door right about over here that was locked earlier. Hey, shit you guys not, but this is actually there's a whole goddamn back door over here. It's the back of that bakery. Let's just sneak our way through. We don't have to get wet. See right over there? Right there's the restrooms right over here. We just pop right over.
You have to convince me. Let's go.
As you guys go to get breakfast, go refill those beverages.
Drink time.
It is drink time. I know I need mine. Will we head to the House of Knowledge? Or will we go to the Black Lake District? These are a few questions I have. I really don't know where they're going to agree to go. It's going to be a surprise even to moi. It's like the medieval version of Knights in White Satin every time I hear the beginning of it.
Knights in White Satin.
Hands without number. I don't really remember.
Letters I've written. Never meeting the sin. Cause I love
you. I've said that I love you. That's our song before our closer for me and Mang. Dude, I would I need me and Mang in a karaoke bar just to have that experience. Yeah, I think that cricket just joined in. Sweet, beverage time for me.
We shut it down 110%. The cricket. Oh yeah, I use my wide mic on that. I've actually got a SM58 hanging from the ceiling of my garage, so I can pick that shit up. Well, I mean, I've got these. I can walk around the house. I can literally listen down the street to anything that's going on in my street.
See, I'm tied to like 4 different 3.5 millimeter cables. I got a cable from the wall to here to that to this knob. I'm all cabled.
Dude, let me tell you right now, best thing I ever invested in was this pack right here. It's an RF pack. I got it for 100 and some odd bucks from Amazon. The channel that I'm on and where this is placed, I could literally walk all the way into my block and back and still listen to whatever's feeding it. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'll use it during the week so I can be on meetings and be in the toilet. Just be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just put my pack on. I'm gonna walk in the house, turn the camera off. I'm gonna go sit there and take care of business.
Yeah, all my stuff's
taking care of business every day. Sorry.
Half my life is in Zoom, half my life's in Google Meetings.
Dude, I haven't actually had the experience of Google Meetings yet. Zoom has been the one I've done the most. I've done interviews, I've done artist stuff with Zoom. It's just easy. Google Meetings is a pain in the.
My company's all Gmail, so it's like I just click add meeting and it just automatically populates it.
I
So
get it.
it's 100% pure laziness is the only reason I use it, and because I'm also an old-time Hangouts user, so I still remember using. And it's just Hangouts, no matter what they want to call meeting or chat or whatever they're calling it today. It's still Hangouts.
Drake, you and I are nerds cut from the same cloth. I love it.
Hanging out.
I also went a little fancy, but now I'm misbranded because I'm in a Guinness class, actually from Ireland.
But you're drinking a Berliner Weiser?
I'm drinking another 1985, but I put a little bit of lime in it this time because I realized I had limes upstairs.
Wait, why would you put fruit in a beer?
Because it's mango beer.
I know, but why would you put fruit in a beer?
I just because I love citrus, so it's
you
like
have
Corona.
You have so much citrus in the. Actually, 1985 is more stone fruit based. So you've literally just taken that stone fruit and used it for the mouthfeel and shifted it over to a citrusy bite.
Oh.
I don't know. I just normally just pour whiskey into a bottle and just drink that, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got a lot. It's got a good body to it.
I just know it. It tastes good in the can. It tastes good now.
1985 is very mango-y stone fruit. It's a huge mouthfeel, great color, and that's why I thought it was a Berliner Weiss.
You're a mango stone fruit guy.
But litter stone fruit. Just
Any beer can be improved with orange. No,
so that's the fat
it's
tire
not a
people right
wheat
there.
beer. You do not need orange. You're
The
a
only time I think I
Berliner
put a fruit in is with Blue Moon with an orange.
Mm-hmm. Wit beer. I think. I
And
mean,
guess, well, limes aren't fruit. Wait, is lime a fruit?
lime
Is
is a
lime a
fruit.
fruit?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like
Coronas
orange.
or Modelo's. I always put a lime in.
So you're basically taking a Mexican style / German style lager and adding a little citrus to it to cut down the bite of all the noble hops. I get it. It's good. It's delicious. I'm not gonna kink shame.
Nothing like an ice cold Corona in a bottle, and you just slam the lime into it. Boop.
I'm gonna walk away from that one.
I guess my West Coast is showing. I would say Pacifico over Corona, but
Modelo is like.
I mean, you realize you guys are just drinking variations of different style German lagers because all the German brewmasters moved to Mexico to make their beers there, and that's why we have that Mexican style lager. They just started to add
Look,
corn to it, which gives it
I'm
that
a
slight
Midwestern
offset.
boy who grew up on Busch Light.
I mean, it's better than Light Bush.
I was gonna say that's probably better than MGD, but whatever.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was that college student that was broke, so I would go and get like 2 Four Locos and just be like annihilated.
Never had a Four Loko my entire life. I can say
You know what?
that.
Don't. You're not missing out. It's disgusting, but
Oh, look at the
it doesn't work.
puppers.
Puppy. Look at your puppy. Oh my god, look at the goodest boy.
I want to give that dog a hug so bad.
I know. I'm ready to lay on the floor.
They're both girls. I'm trying to get Pepper over here in my lap. But
Look at the goodest
Oh, I'm-
girl. Sasha.
she's
Sasha.
very big derp.
Four Loko is the devil.
Yeah. I actually mildly sprained my knee one night because I was broke. I had, I think it was like $7.14 in my account. And we were like, let's go to the bar. I'll get your cover charge. I'm like, well, why would I want to go there and be the only one sober? I'm like, and I wasn't DDing. Someone else already was. So I was like, that doesn't sound fun. They're like, oh, we'll just stop at the gas station and, just get a Four Loko. And they had like this, 2 for $6 deal on Four Locos or something like that. So I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And I slammed both of them in the car on the way there.
That's a perfect
And
amount of heart palpitations you need for an evening.
I was so messed up. And I remember going to the dance floor doing Gangnam Style, and I messed up my knee. And my coach was pissed. But, you know, I had a good time.
I never got to experience any of that college life. Like, I immediately just started working.
Yeah.
And it's like, all I spent money on was freaking burritos. I bought so many burritos. I ate so many freaking burritos. Just, that's all I bought was burritos. Every meal.
Right, some of us never actually left college. I still live in the college town that I was raised in. Except for when COVID hit. And then, yeah, no. Now that I'm not in a bar 24/7, it doesn't feel like I'm in a college town at all.
That's very true.
Like a ghost town.
It's very strange.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it was more or less just like collegiate stupid for the 2-4 Locos chat. It was like, you're just like, what's cheap and is going to mess me up? I also did like one of those glass bottles of Mad Dog 2020. Like shit wine, because you know it's like when you're in college and you're broke, I need whatever's gonna work and do it well and do it fast. And you know, then you get to the bar and you're drunk, and then everybody just starts buying drinks, and then you're set. You know,
Camo Ice 24
in the Midwest. It's Milwaukee's Beast.
Oh, the Beast! Yes, the Beast. I was well acclimated on the Beast when I went back to Ohio my first time.
In a good college town in Minnesota, Wisconsin, you can get a 24 case for like $8.
Yeah, dude, I can drink a Beast.
And diarrhea immediately after.
Oh, but the Beast Light, the baby blue can, the Beast Light is Satan created that.
Yeah.
Dirty 30, baby, dirty 30. That's what we call them.
See, I was always the
Dirty
DD.
30.
I would just go. They would buy me food. I'd be the guy over in the corner eating gizzards or a burrito or something, just waiting for my friends to get completely trashed, and then I'd haul them home. And then two of them would pay for gas, so I ended up with extra cash at the end of the night. It was great.
Hey,
Drunks will give you money for anything. Hey, man. Hey, thank you for here, man. Here, this is all I got left. It's $150. That'll take care of gas, right?
Learned my lesson one time. Had a buddy throw up. Then I drove their cars from then on and let them throw up in their own cars.
Bravo!
See, Drake, in my area of the country, we have a word for you, and it's called saint. That's what's called. That's what sainthood was before rideshare and being able to get around. You were a saint.
I got a free dinner and I got a little extra cash. It was a great evening for me. I don't know about what you guys remember the next day.
Drake, this is why I have always loved you. From our days together on Mixer and Guardian Con.
Speaking of, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the shirt.
Yes.
GCX shirt. I accidentally put it on because it's my only clean shirt. I need to do laundry.
So this is what dates me. When I was in active during my college fraternity years, I'm old enough to have participated in the sober phone program before they got outlawed. So we had to do like cleaning the house. You had to sign up 1 week in a month, and we operated our own sober phone. And like the cell phone companies would give us a free phone, and we would sign up for that, and you would work shifts, you know. But you had to guess. Okay, please don't be the banger, you know, and it went by your eye order, you know. So like the OGs got first pick, made sure all the formals they were off of, all the big events, and you had to be like, oh God, I got anxiety. I hope there's not a banger that night. I hope there.
So I also feel like I grew up in a different time, because I remember in Montana as a kid that there was a one open container per person in a car, and you could still go to a drive-thru. And there was no seatbelt law.
One open container per person. Include the driver or only passengers?
Anybody.
As long as you're not double fisted.
Yeah. So that's what the little flap in the back of the pickup trucks were. You just keep that window open so you can chuck it out. So that way
don't ask me what I'm driving with, officer. I don't know.
In Missouri, it's still as long as the driver. Everybody else can be openly booze cruising.
Yeah.
God. Man, I need to get out of California.
That's the state mandate, though. You go in the wrong county, that can change quickly. Yeah.
Gosh, I want bacon now, though.
Oh, dude, for real.
So hungry.
That hickory smoked spam for sure, dude. It got me thinking.
best thing to put in suddenly salad.
I got some. Never mind. I'm not gonna start. I'm get hungrier.
As we sit in front of another breakfast feast. Funny enough, between all the stools that are sitting there, it's all of us and the innkeeper over at the side at his same spot. It's kind of like a routine. All of us getting down on a full English breakfast. Oh, you got the beans, you got the roast tomatoes and mushrooms, toad in the hole. Those English sausages that are literally something that you should eat before you die. Those short little fat bulldoggers.
Oh my god.
Is there biscuits and gravy with this too?
You can get a side of that.
I don't want a side. I want a plate.
Get some black pudding.
Black pudding.
Black pudding and gravy.
And with this English breakfast, you look at it and you're like, the first thing you know, it's not country white gravy.
Huh?
It's it's like the Thanksgiving gravy over here. They don't do the full country gravy over here.
It's just heathens. Did I cut it with cream?
But don't worry about it. I know it may appear strange to you at first, but give it a try here. Try these beans are immaculate.
As he gets into it, it's just savory. There's dark, robust flavors that are just coursing through his taste buds.
See, a lot of meat drippings in there.
I understand now why. You couldn't put cream with this. It would ruin these flavors. Oh, that's fantastic.
Holy shit! I just realized by de facto we gave Tormund a new food experience.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
I never thought of it that way.
It's fat and cream and everything's southern, and now all of a sudden we're shying away from that, and we're going more towards, a northern experience where it's just a lot of meat drippings and salt.
We're gonna have to get you some confit.
What?
Yeah, you know what? We'll start with that pate first.
Okay, with a good pate. This is. I want like a French bread that I can. As he remembers, he dips into his bag and pulls out just a little rip off of a baguette from his basket, and just soaks up all the drippings on the plate, and just. Oh God, that's so good. It's got a little bite to it with all that savory. Oh, here. As he rips off another, he dips it in his plate, the last bit, and hands it over to Dirakt. Just try that.
Yeah, I'm coming over here. Get a little dip on it over here. God damn, that's good. I go. Hold on. As I look up, and there's plenty of bread in this joint. Hold on, I don't want to be standing around here like a whore in church. Hey, just give us a couple baguettes over there, please. Send those over.
While he does that, I take another rip of this sourdough and I dip it in. I dip it over across from me, not my plate, because my plate's just about sopped up. Poor Dirakt's getting his stuff all juicy mouth, and I'm going to take it and hand it over to Gale. Go ahead, get some of that.
Yeah, I do.
Expect no less from you, derelicts.
What? So my plate is clean. I need another one.
As I'm sitting there and I've got like Dirakt next to me and like Braden across from me, I'm just kind of thinking to myself a bit. I'm like a little quieter than like, normal Gale. And then I'm just like, Direct, Braden, I had a weird question to ask you. If you wouldn't mind, I could use some advice, maybe?
No. Only weird answers. Sure, shoot. What's on your chest?
I'm a bit of a new, I guess you could say, follower or believer in the divine, and I'm not quite sure how or what I should be doing, if anything. I know it's different probably with like every god, but like how do you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, or do I just, I kind of just yelled out last time, and he finally spoke to me, but I'm not really familiar, and I just worry that I might do something that might piss him off.
I will politely defer to Braden Barley on this one, as he is the, out of the two of us, one who's actually made a choice. I have a slightly different scenario, Gail. And a lot of times these things just kind of happen, situations. For me, it's a little bit more interesting. It's something that shows me. But I can relate in not understanding and knowing what exactly you should do. I have been there before. All I can tell you is that well, progress is the engine of do, Gale. And you're not gonna overnight know exactly what the hell you're doing. But these gifts are extraordinary. And the gift givers favor the bold. So don't have fear of failure. You already know this is nothing new. But you keep checking on it and you work on it. And you keep doing. And you get a little bit better at it each time. And in my case, that has made all the difference. And thankfully, God, the entity, the Phoenix, tapped me on the shoulder at the right time in life. I've been able to help a lot of other people because of it. Yeah. Well, like Dirakt said, it's a lifestyle choice. As he grabs his tankard, takes a long pull. All depends on who you represent and what the goals are, Gail. See, when I left, living in the hills with my father and my mother, and a strange combination, big human, big dwarf. That's how you get to be a BFG like me. I still check in on Morden. That's what we were raised in the household. And he's always there. But when I was growing up and brewing, that was my favorite thing to do. Loved it. Obviously. Get your reward weeks later for putting in your craft. Following those pursuits led me to check in on what makes better beer. And a lifetime of fascination and how to make a better beer led me to those controls and how we do it. It's the farmers. It's what's in the water and how our ingredients get there, not just the brewer. So, over time, my fascination with just the end product became the whole ecosystem. Something I cared about. I could really sink my teeth into. And also, it led me to a goddess that enjoys a good time. It kind of tied everything together for me. So, after a lifetime spent in making beer, finally I started checking in on our suppliers, trying to help them get better. Over time, I developed a relationship with the goddess that they prayed to. Shanti, the Grain Mother, the one who looks over the fields, the restorer of life, vitality, good times. Looks over at Tormund, gives him a wink, and sometimes if they had enough ale, fertility. So, it's not like you look up at a sheet one day and you throw a dart and you go, this is the pathway that I'm gonna go down. It's different than that. What you're passionate about, it's the best way. And you know you're never having to walk away. You're never gonna go, man, I'm in too deep here and I don't like this. If it's natural, it's a fit. And if it's important to you, it'll show. And when that's the case, you do your best work. And people will always notice that. The cream will always rise to the top. So don't focus on who that god once was, what all that they do. If it's things that you enjoy and that you're passionate about, over time, it'll be a mutually beneficial relationship. But you gotta work on it. Like Dirakt said, it ain't overnight.
Gil's got this like smile on his face. He's kind of got that like kind of distant stare, like he's clearly thinking about stuff as you're speaking, and he's just kind of taking it in and like pairing it. I think it is not quite the same literal sense, but it was that moment when he hugged me, that so much that I was waiting for finally came through. And I could be myself, and I had a new look on life, and it has happened a few times already since then. But I think it is that I want to give people that hope, second chance that they can come out of whatever shit they are in, that they have a chance, you know?
Second chances, you say? Fitting? I understand. Seems like you've had your moment too.
I have. You know, he, for being a god, he showed a lot of humility. He embraced me. And I just always assumed that gods would be so disconnected, you know? That they would share brief moments and that would be it, but
Don't worry.
Seeing more and more of that is wrong.
Some of them are, but not all. Some of them really do want to do their best and help people. Others want to see the world burn. Well, I don't know who exactly has impressed upon you. I'm certainly happy that it is not Talos.
I don't think it is a secret. But, like, he called himself Lacour.
I had a suspicion when you said second chances, but that doesn't always reveal the entire picture. Okay. I've heard nothing but good things. Renewal.
I was hoping that I could get a little bit more information at the House of Knowledge. Just so I have a better understanding, you know?
You see, you might not find a whole terrible lot in there about Lacour. He's a lot like Shanti in a sense that, you don't have urban temples popping up all the time with Lacour. He's got a wild nature to him. That whole renewal part. It's not just about second chances. I know he helps out Shantae and us a lot. Returns the soil back to the state that it needs to be. In that sense, that wild streak, it's that bit of nature. You're more apt to find him around smaller areas than just the city. But that can also change too. He is big on second chances. And certain areas of cities that certainly are deserving of that. I keep your eye out on anybody that may, it's so generalized, right? Everybody could use an extra hand. But you'll know those areas when you see it. And that's when I'd start looking. It's the pantries, the soup kitchens, the orphanages, real places of philanthropy. That's where you'll see him. But it won't be bold. It doesn't work that way. And acolytes, they're a bit more nomadic. There's a lot of correlations between that and the folks of Shanti. They keep us on the move. Because you can't stay in one place for very long. You go to one situation, you fix it, you tend to the next flock, you move over to the next piece. It's a very similar situation for an acolyte, I would say. Keep your eyes open. You know his symbols.
You know, he gave me this, and I just produce the amulet. This may be my most prized possession, and I don't even know really what it is outside of, I assume, his symbol. Or maybe it is my interpretation of the symbol, I don't know. But...
No, that's part of the symbol, all right. Well, you have already had quite the meeting.
Well, hopefully I get to have more.
Oh, like you said, this thing's a craft. You gotta work on it. And it'll make you sound crazy. You get to have a lot of internal conversations where you think you're talking to yourself. That whole initial prayer part ain't ever easy. But eventually you get up and you start looking like Dirakt, or you start looking like Barley over here. Just willy-nilly conjuring these messages up in the middle of thin air.
You know, I noticed it when I talked to Riley, and he approached me and I offered him an opportunity, a chance. The ground beneath our feet began to grow, almost as a sign.
Yeah, that's the renewal. Telltale sign of Lokar. Bringing back what is fertile again. He's a fixer. But he works on his own terms. And sometimes it takes destroying things to build it back up again. Not everybody's always on board with that.
I wasn't. But I think I get it. Not to drag the conversation out, but I am curious for one other opinion. Arkonan. I feel like we've been traveling for quite some time, and forgive me for the brashness, but I don't know a lot about you other than, well, you have a interesting relationship with the Raven Queen, and she has done things for us and by us, and I think a part of me will be always respectful and thankful to her, if that means anything. But you being a necromancer, my understanding is that she is there for the point of death and not afterwards. Wouldn't she not like that? Do you pray to her? What is that relationship like? How did you find her, or did she find you?
I think it was mutual. The one thing about essentially playing with dead things is that it's terrifying. Every step of the way, every time. It's always scary.
Then why do you do it?
I wanted to bring back somebody.
Oh. I'm sorry. That I at least a bit understand, given the situation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, undeath doesn't solve that problem. There's no personality in them. I give them names, but they're just at my beck and call until the moment they're not. They don't think for themselves. There's no soul in there. They're gone. That part of them has moved on, has been transferred, taken to another place, whatever place that they believe in, whether they go, to the halls of Moradin, or whether they just go to another plane. But I couldn't bring my mother back.
Is that when you found the Raven Queen, or was that after?
It was after I fled Baldur's Gate. It was my first real experiment with bringing something back, and it went horrible. Not only did I couldn't control it. I was too inexperienced in my experimentation. But something happened that terrified me. I heard a voice. More than heard, I felt a voice. Something calling, something speaking. There are only a few entities that control undeath. And I don't want to mess with any of them. So I found balance. And the balance came in the Raven Queen. She is the shepherd between the 2 points, between dying on this world and going to another one. Whether, again, you go to the halls of whatever you serve, or you're reborn into another body, whatever you believe. She is that instantaneous moment. And in that instantaneous moment, she protects, and she envelops and shepherds. So when you extend that or take that away from her, she gets upset. She's vengeful. So I thought to myself, why not appease that? Why not praise that? Why not be servitude to that? That way I can continue on with what I learned, instead of finding the other entity that controls the other entities that control undeath and the moment of death, the moment of passing.
If I may, what was her name?
I have it written down. God damn it.
In there.
Can't find it. There it is. Falorna. Falorna. She was a beautiful elven woman.
So that's where you get your looks.
Some of it.
Well, and RoBear, I'm gonna try something, and I'll spend a hero point if I need to. But I'm gonna take a look at my drink that I have, this like ale, and I'm just going to like think of the connection that Braden had mentioned with liqueur and Shanti, and how everything's intermingled. And I'm just going to dip my finger quickly in my drink and then raise it and attempt to grow just a stark blue flower in my hands, similar to the growth I've seen on the ground from liqueur, and raise it up for your mother.
I want you to roll a religion check first.
Okay.
Do so with advantage.
Not great, chat. Not great. 21.
Now I want you to roll persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm. Advantage as well.
That's a 29.
Not a 29. It's critical.
It's a nat 20.
It's a critical success. Better than a 29. You begin to craft the exact version that you saw before. As clear as it was in your mind's eye. It produces up out of your fingertips. Add Druidcraft to your sheet.
Money, baby, let's go.
I was literally thinking of Druidcraft.
Oh, I had it up over here by the side, actually, and I was going to work it into a scene, and you beat me to it.
Why do we keep doing this? Chat, it's scripted.
No, it's not. Not even close.
It's not.
Yeah, I was looking at the spell sheets, going, "What would be the first piece for Lokur?" I was like, "That's it."
Druidcraft. I'm so excited.
Are you there, Tim? You look like you're having a little bit of camera issue.
Oh, Tim is so verklempt. He was held.
Yeah.
He's having a Cox issue. ISP is starting to go, nope.
I'll step in for you. Hail. The flower is beautiful.
Oh, God, it's a horrible interpretation. That's a horrible interpretation.
First of all, you need to turn the light bounce all the way up.
Yeah.
You need to be more pale when you say that.
Oh, do we need to get a fix on that?
Now I know what it looks like from the other side. All right, I get it.
So bright over here.
This might be like one frame per, I don't know, 10 seconds.
Poor guy. Normally you're even able to, he doesn't even have audio.
Oh God, we don't, do we? Nope.
Just for a second there, I was thinking those old upper channel cable channels before you had the filters on them. Just all the pixelation and wavy lines kind of going on.
He's going to find that the dog has been chewing on his Ethernet cable. It's just down there.
By the way, chat, it was a joke. It's totally not scripted. It's just, this is like the third time me and RoBear have been on the same wavelength for shit, apparently.
I just get to live in your head rent free, bro. That's all.
Also, fucking
Why?
one drop on Arkonan. What?
I know.
I
know,
was
it's
like, I'm asking him because I want to know some juicy deets.
Dude, mwah, I love you for that. I was taking notes the whole time. I was just, oh, really? Okay.
I know. That's what's so sad about this right now. I'm like, oh.
I know.
Let
It's
it-
such a good moment. All right, do we have audio?
I'll take over while he waits. Well. Speaking of practice what you preach. How about them apples? As Dirakt sees you manifest, he manifests a small sprig of barley. It's the equivalent of blowing the straw wrapper at Tormund. He just, just darts it at him.
So if you realize what it is, I'm just gonna. It's good cereal.
And you're lucky it's not ergotized.
And it's
Something to-
it's like it's the same color as the flower that I saw on the ground, but it's like my shade of it's like my shade of blue, but like vibrant green stem, and then the interior is that familiar gold. So it's got like the mixture of everything. And then I'll just hand it to him, and then you guys made such a big fuss about the hillbilly accusation, yet I see Tormund with a what is it, like wheat, barley? Just
Oh yeah, and it's full, like the kernels are in my mouth and I'm chewing on them. The stem is probably a good, I don't know, 9 inches out of my mouth. Wait, I never said I took any numbers. Hillbilly. From Gadcaster, there's no hills. Sand.
It is fine. It was a joke anyway. So, what's next? What do we do?
Whenever Arkonan gets back from the bathroom, looks like you really need to go.
I mean, hopefully, was that inappropriate?
No. English breakfast, when it hits hard, and there's a lot of grease in that, you know. Not to mention, look over and you can see Tormund and Braden fighting over the last half of butter. We don't have to fight for it. I can just produce another piece of it.
I want this butter and salted. Yours isn't.
Now, minus. How dare you disrespect my butter, saying it's not salted? Maybe you need to check your taste buds.
And I've had it before. This one's got salt in it. Yours doesn't have enough.
You're a liar.
It's not the only thing that looks salted around here.
Maybe bring someone else into this.
Listen here, Odaxis. This is a butter conversation.
That's fine. A little bit of cream, a little bit of salt, and you can have more butter.
Daxus, you just want to steer
Fine.
clear of these.
You can have your commercialized butter. Maybe the next time that you open up your picnic basket, there won't be any soft, full, fat, salted butter in there.
Wait, okay, time out, Brayden. You don't have to punish the group for one person.
Point taken. Make sure that he gets the smallest chunk.
Fine, we need to fatten Gale up anyways. I mean, look at him. He's wasting away.
Okay, time out. All right, stop. First off, you okay? Out of everyone, you're going to call me out when we have Arkonan here. You're going to call me out.
Look at
I
you.
am fine. I am beautiful.
You look like
As
a
I-
goddess. We need to put some rolls on that.
No.
No, we don't. Unlike you, if I get angry, I just get angry. I don't firm up and get all fucking super strong or whatever you do. I don't know.
I'm
You should be
barbarian.
angry. You should be angry all the time, and then you'll just look like Tim does at the start of every episode.
Hey, you know what? If you throw me into prison and all I gotta do is sit there and work out, I might look like Tim. I might look like that one.
So you're saying you were in a prison for a long time?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you take me away from really good food and you make me do nothing but work out all day long. I might come out as a chiseled Adonis.
Let's hope that you're never stuck in a prison, right?
I'm with you right there, 110%. Too soft for that nonsense. I gotta have my coffee and I gotta have my food. And...
a good book.
Thank you, Odie. And a good book, even if I gotta throw it at you, Gale.
Well, never mind. I was going to make a comment, but Tormund, I'm gonna let it be.
Oh, come on! We've already had it out. I've already knocked you out once today. I can knock you out again.
You throw it at me because, obviously I would be the one to read the book.
Books are bludgeons. I mean, if you're not going to read them, you might as well just throw them.
Well, I tell you what, I will show you the pictures.
I like pictures.
I know.
You know what? If you've seen some of the magazines I left at home, you'd understand why I like pictures.
I mean, now you're
might
sounding
skip
like a
page
Baxis.
20.
Yeah, exactly. See, case in point. He was the one that likes the fiction. I'm not funny. I guess I'm not a good joke maker.
I'm still wondering what Dax has got in his back pocket over there.
Daxus, what's your story? We're sitting here having deep, meaningful, life-altering conversations, and all I know about you is that you like smut, and you hunt for information and historical objects in secret rooms and steal shit.
Classic smut. And I don't steal shit. I was hired to retrieve shit. Just not my shit.
What were you hired? Maybe we can help. Trust me, you know a lot about us. If you want people that can help. I mean, I'm talking about sitting on another god's throne. So, not another. I'm sitting on a god's throne.
You and your chairs, that is fine. You can sit on, around, over, whatever you're choosing. I prefer a nice, comfy chair by a fire with a book and maybe some lager or other drinks and spirits. But for me, you guys have opened my eyes to what could be of a possible future for the city. And it's something that I had not seen or felt in a while. I've seen the city fight each other, different factions, ask for my help, fight for my help, make me fight for them. No one takes charge, no one leads the people. You guys appear to want to do that. And you appear, even though through your words, you said that you would take advantage of people, but you don't act like that past the words that you used earlier. You talk like brothers, family. You talk about helping people. And that is very different than what we've seen and what we've dealt with for the last few years.
Hey, I can hear you guys.
I was wondering if you died back there or not, Arkonan.
So
Hey,
that's
toilet
what
paper left in there because I might be next.
Oh, God, I can give you some advice. Don't go after Tormund. That's the point of no return.
You guys want to go? I got a couple minutes left. I think I can cork this thing in. I don't know. These beans, they're starting to move me.
Like an orchestra in his pants. Just seen what he did to that log, in the first time. Have I ever told you guys about the time when he
Oh, please no.
No, you
Please,
didn't.
please no.
The
No.
first time that he took the
Direct,
portal.
we just
Oh,
ate.
God.
Oh, Nexus,
We just-
close your ears. You don't need to do this.
We've heard the story. We've heard the story.
He turns around to the innkeeper that's been eating by himself, reading the newspaper. Let me tell you about my little buddy here and the first time he took interplanar travel.
Look, Odaxis, if I am happy that you said that, if that is what you truly feel, then I mean, we could use that. You know, whether you stick with us or you go off to finish whatever you were trying to do, let people know that there is a group that is fighting for them. There's a force that is here to try and get the city out of what it is in. Tell them of our power. Tell them that we are fighting for everyone, not just a side. We are fighting for the people of the city. People need to understand hope and believe in it.
It's been lost for a long time, but clearing the skies as you said you've done, and you could see in the direction of this place you're calling New Hope.
Yep.
It appears that you are bringing change. You are bringing light to this constant gray drizzle of world we've known for far too long.
And you tell them that Gale Everstorm and Tormund Faust and Arkonan mystery last name and Dirakt and Braden Barley and whoever else wants to join can play a part. Because we can't do it on our own. We can set the road, but after that, that is not up to us.
This is a road that sounds like is worth fighting for. And that we all should reevaluate our past and look at where we've come and what we've done. And look at where we need to go to make that a reality to help all. I think your thing about second chances is definitely a thing I could get behind. Grab a bottle of whatever Gale was drinking and pass it over to all the new chances, be it seconds or thirds.
Oh, that's something I can get behind. So I raise my glass.
I'm just gonna raise my coffee.
Another blood.
Also,
That was so good the first time. I'll go and give Chad a second cheers.
also, the last name is Recyclar.
I'm learning something new about you every day.
Recyclar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mouthful.
Could be like Arkonan Arden, something easy. Recyclar.
Arkonan Smith. No.
So just give him like a nod.
Gil, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, that was was such a team.
On brand trademark.
There it is. And there it is.
Legit trademark one right there.
You just got omened.
Oh no.
As you've been engaging in conversation from side to side, it's still a diner chair. And it's rickety. And as you look back over at Arkonan again, it begins to kick that leg out from underneath you. As you go tumbling backwards on your ass, I need you to roll a sleight of hand.
That's for me. Oh.
One to two. Stop.
I am inevitable.
It hurts.
That's a 2, chat. I rolled a 1 and then a 2.
As you go to brace yourself, whoa, back on your ass like a turtle. Shit.
As I'm like laying on the back, I just like hold a hand up, and then like I just go and I start to sprout a stem of a flower, and then it gets about halfway, and I just go. I just whip everyone the bird. Don't laugh. As I like roll over and like go to pick up the chair. Should really like put the napkin underneath his leg or something.
As you go, set the chair back up in its spot, now clearly busted, one of the back spindles, as well as that now very, very busted up leg. As you touch it, it begins to mend back into place. As at first it takes you back. It shouldn't feel this sturdy. You're just trying to pop one of those back spindles in place, but now this thing feels hardier than when you set it in the first place. No need for a stack of coasters. It seems plumb and level, damn near reinforced.
It looks like even your ability gives chairs second chances.
I've already added the mending cantrip to your sheet.
Awesome.
Hey, damn, Gail, looks like you fixed that chair so good even I could sit in it and not worry about breaking it out.
I mean, I don't think I'm that good.
I mean, you're the one who broke the chair. Mine is still solid as rock.
Well, gentlemen, breakfast is in. We half-assed got ourselves asleep. Mark yourselves for a long rest.
Oh, Yahtzee.
Where the hell is this going to take us to next?
House of Knowledge. Let's go see our friend, what was his name? Altavast? What do you think, Gail?
I think that is a starting point. We need to.
I don't know
Unreal?
if that's a great idea. I just don't.
Why not? We came here to do one thing. We're clearing this storm, section by section.
We are the last ones that sealed that door. Do we want to open it again?
Seal it back up.
We don't even know if that's possible or not. I got the drift that it was of his wishes not to open that door back up until this shit was over and it was ready again. But I will back your play. I'm just saying that when we go in, we cannot, and I mean cannot, allow to happen what happened the last time when we got ourselves lost in there.
That's a good point. We need to find out where the main force of Talos is.
I still have my speculation.
What is that?
Me and Arkonan were there. They took over the Shard of Night.
But that is
A
not in this
Thunderhead.
section of the city.
It's the entire Tower District. The largest part of the Thunderhead sits up and over that temple. It was the strongest seat of magic inside this city. And it makes perfect sense if that is truly the defenders of this city, and has been since the Scar erupted, when it was purified by another set of adventurers, and opened up as a House of Salon. She was the strongest entity in this city, until Talos came along.
That is the end goal. We agree, right? That will be where the fight is the heaviest and the most difficult.
I'm with you, Gale, but we're gonna lead. And whoever the what's in charge in this area, where else do we have to go?
I'm all for checking out what the state of the House of Knowledge is.
It's the same as we left it. The House of Knowledge is the same. The only reason we were going to go there is because we thought maybe they could give us some insight onto who the boss is in this area, who's controlling the storm.
Tormund, you're talking out of your ass because you've done no reconnaissance. You don't know that. It's goddamn assumptions, boy, and you're better than that.
What's...
Yeah, it's assumptions.
Hey, we haven't been there yet. I think we should absolutely go in, check it out. We should perhaps not go see him, but check out what's happening around it. That was a focal point. That was one of the main focal points for the Cult of Talos. It's worth at least looking into. Otherwise, if that doesn't lead to anything, we could always try to draw them out.
I'm down. We need all the information we can get.
We should also see if we can find the flower shop owner. He might have answers. Yes, he's here in this section of the city. He might have answers.
God, what was the name of his shop? What was his name? Was it Stanley? Yeah. Stanley Tormund, did he give you a shop name? Is it just Stanley's?
It's just Stanley's.
Just Stanley's? Odaxis, you know where Stanley's is at? Roll a history check.
I might.
I don't, because I've been using edible arrangements for so many years, but
Stanley is Stanley's.
History 12.
I mean, we're in Neverwinter. There's flower shops everywhere. This is like trying to pinpoint the bagel shop's name in Manhattan that you can't think about.
There's Stan Lee's. There's Stan Lee's. There's Lee Stans.
Nicely done. Good improv, sir.
Give yourself 1d6 inspiration, Drake. We'll keep her. We'll keep our eyes peeled. All right. Anybody needs to do anything else? Empty their bowels. Grab a roadie. Let's do this. We're not far away.
The way I was going to go with what little I got upstairs. If you don't mind, I'll tag along for a little while longer.
Sounds like a plan to me. You can more than hold your own. You're welcome company with me.
You guys have some of the best breakfast ideas I've heard in a long time.
Yeah. Saving the world was as easy as preparing large breakfasts. There's no telling where we'd be.
Everyone would be saved, one coffee at a time.
Here, here.
See what I can do to hollandaise.
Truth. Yeah, I'll take a coffee cup to go, please. Yeah, one of those
Make
crazy.
that two.
Yeah, two. Yeah, this new technology is great. You can take it and then you don't have to worry about like putting it in your bag and it doesn't get everything else sticky. It's like magic. It just out of existence.
Hey, if you drink coffee right, you drink it black. You don't have to worry about anything sticky.
We should also possibly need to either go to the ocean or go to the river that runs through at some point.
Well, we can put that on our list. Let's take one step at a time, okay?
Yeah. Let's go. Wait, before we do, Tormund, do you need to go shit?
No, I'm fine. I just shit my britches. We're good. I'm just gonna walk around and let it drop out my leg.
I just cast prestidigitation like 4 times. Just
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
back, devil, back.
Actually, it's not a saving throw. It's just a check. It's not a saving throw.
Con check? That's different.
Yeah, it's different. Just a Constitution check.
I grab the bottom of my chair, just start slightly scooting it over and away.
That's 10.
It's a
The
10.
power of prestidigitation compels you.
Tormund's the classic case of you don't need to go now, but you know. Next 2 hours and probably a good walk and jog. You probably have to dip in. That's probably most people here. But you gotta go when you gotta go. You can't force these things. It's not healthy.
Tell you what, why don't you guys go outside? I'm gonna pop into the head for a couple of minutes.
Oh God, he's gonna brute force it.
Yeah.
Just do some jumping jacks and some sit-ups. You'll be fine.
Shut up! I'm gonna grab the paper as I walk in.
Tormund
under my arm.
casts shatter on that fucking toilet.
Breaching the castle.
Breaching the castle. Luckily, they have a squatty potty, so it's a little bit easier for you.
Oh God!
You know, I think Tormund just
read.
I think Tormund just learned the Eldritch Blast cantrip. That's something foul blasting out of that ass.
Faust blast.
Yeah, Faust Blast. It's a.
I'm rolling this so I know how long I spend in the toilet. Oh!
Full 12 minutes in there. God damn it, that boy lost in the sauce or what? God damn.
Well, he did grab a paper, so he probably spent like the first 8 minutes, just reading, and then just kind of, I don't know what to
12
talk about it.
minutes to hash that grumpy. All right, hold on. I got one more. Odds or evens? Evens, it's a complete wipe. Odds, there's a little bit of funk on that. Oh, come on!
Ain't no clean break around here.
No,
Doesn't matter. I cast prestidigitation like 3 more times when you come out. I'm just like, I still smell it.
It's what happens when you rush me. I'm sorry. I felt it.
What do you mean rush? You've been gone for like half an hour.
I take some time. It's either I'm gonna do it now or I'm gonna do it in 2 hours from now.
It might work in your favor in battle. Next time, try it. Just shit in front of someone and see what they do.
It wouldn't be the first time I've done it. All right, just calm down.
Well, we all know about your planal travel. Okay, he's already told that story. Planal. Emphasis on planal.
Heavy on the planal. All right, this is just ended in insanity.
Sure,
I'm done.
I'm happy about that one. Okay, planal was great.
I'm done. I'm done speaking about Tormund's asshole. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, Gail, one more time on the fingers, please.
D&D scenarios, you gotta be a true bro to clean off your friend's fucking fingers.
So it's a 13, so I don't immediately projectile vomit. But I'm definitely dry heaving, and I just pull my cloak over my face, and then I cast it like 4 more times.
God, we are definitely rednecks, Barley. It really puts that in perspective here, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's a title well earned. That's yeah, I think that one's we gotta own it.
I have to cast it like 4 times because I do so at disadvantage because I'm just like not looking. I'm just like,
In the pieces that miss, you actually clean the welcome mat that hasn't been shaken in a good 8 to 9 months. It's just sparkling there. You can see the breakfast keep that's back there.
Yeah. It's that Holes movie. The guy's like, I can fix that.
Oh,
I'm just gonna leave a couple extra gold on the table when we walk away from the money we got from the guys upstairs.
Oh God, yeah, gold at a breakfast joint too. It's like, thank you. Thank you very much. No, you should smell. It smells worse than that when the old men come in. It's a mixture of mothballs and pure 9 hells.
You haven't even walked by yet. Trust me.
It can be worse. I promise.
I'm out of mana.
It's the beans, after all. Blessing and a curse.
Magical.
He cleans up. After all of you, as we step back out into those streets. You can hear the ring of bells. And they don't stop. 6 a.m. on the dot. As they continue, it really sets in that this is not a drill. Like a papal ceremony, you look up and you can see smoke rising from the halls of justice. Red smoke. You indeed know that Dagalt Neverember is dead. Well, there's our confirmation. This is going to start a whole new chain of events. But we know that they don't have plans yet either. And for the first time, we're not reacting to them. Keep that in the back of our heads. Rain still raging around us. Dirakt pulls his jacket up.
Oh, we're in the bubble. There's no rain hitting us. We're in the bubble.
I'm sorry, it's just a bad habit. I used to always get in the damn bubble out.
As we're walking, I just like wave my hand and this bubble envelops us and no rain hits us. It's just dry.
I just take my hat off and just kind of hold it for a second and go, very nice. And then I'll put my hat back on.
You see a light, like goldish green in my eyes flicker.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's me.
Well, Gale, if you ever wanted to become the new Lord Protector, seems there's a vacancy in power. This is your city, after all.
I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
I want to stop Talos. Try to save Myra. Give the city a fighting chance, but what it does after that is up to them. This isn't my home. You are.
Oh, and by the way, everybody has 11 hit points. During all that, Mad Cat gave us the
Chef's Feast?
Yes, Chef's Feast. So
Hell
everybody has
yeah,
11 tip points. So make sure that you click your long rest and then apply them, because some of you may have had 10 hit points from the fight previously or no hit points at all. So do that long rest that we just got and then add them in. And these will persist past tonight. Thank you, Mad Cat. As we get moving between the streets again, we need those stealth checks to come in. This will be pass fail for the 6 of us. We need 3 successes. You'll go Tormund, Odaxis, Arkonan, Gale, and then I will pull up the rear.
First one's a 13. Oof. Odie, come on, baby.
16.
1 fail, 1 pass.
That is a 19.
2 pass, 1 fail.
Oh.
Damn it all to hell.
Oh.
This is where
I am the greatest D&D player to ever live.
Your sheer number of ones, though. The sheer number of ones. Someday, someone will go back and count these up. And it's going...
Could you imagine getting me and Will Wheaton into the same room?
Well, that's why you don't. Because it's like the sphere of annihilation being placed into the bag of holding. You can't do that shit. You just can't.
Bad juju.
Yikes. And I ain't got nothing to solve that, so...
Oh, baby! Let's go!
All right.
Old men. With a pass.
I like how you roll them together now. They're those old guys who you see at the coffee shop who sit outside and drink coffee and just talk for hours.
it's not fair to penalize you with 2 flavor characters on stealth. That's become my deal.
But they're so perfect together.
They're so perfect.
They're quite literally my chief engineer and my head IT guy. It's just, I mean, I work with these guys every day, and they're those 2.
All right. Taking just the right alleyways, headed back to an emotional place for the 3rd time now, where you have both triaged and in massive confrontations and received incredible boons. Slipping past what looked like very increased patrols. This was a DC 16. This was not easy. There is a lot of activity in the streets. And it is not easy with a giant rain bubble around us either. But somehow, with our magical Pope Mobile, we're able to tuck in enough alleyways, wait for enough distractions to pop back out in front of the House of Knowledge. And when you look out, there's a particular piece. Oh my god. Okay. I clicked the wrong thing. Freak out.
Oh, that's
Unifyingly terrifying.
You look out and you see semiconductors like you did before.
Ah, man.
Gathered around what looks like a continual ball of lightning and storm. What the hell is that?
It's like the exact same thing we destroyed last time we were here.
different.
There was only 2 the last time. They were directed in a long arc in between. This thing's got goddamn 4 of them.
Around, I'm asking this question. There's 4 of them. Who the hell built them? I see a giant lightning ball.
Where is everyone?
I got a good idea who built it.
Hey, it's rhetorical. I mean, I don't see anybody.
Too goddamn quiet. Let's just watch this thing for a minute.
Someone has to be watching this, not just us.
Get on the vantage point. Perhaps the tower where the bridge was last time.
Let's relax for a second. See what's going on here.
Crash of lightning, followed by a second crash of lightning. I'll be damned.
Stormkins?
Let's
How
see
many?
what- 2 of them. Those strikes came from up in the clouds. That thing's a fucking teleporter. Question, is it one way? Or is it two way?
You think what I'm thinking?
I know what you're thinking, full send.
We just need to find the button to turn it around.
Yeah. Give me a clear path and I'm gonna run this chest right up to Talos' ass.
I don't know if we're ready for that yet. But I don't know if I'll be fair. I don't know if I'll ever be ready. So Storm can leave. You see them move off of that teleporter and walk into the House of Knowledge, up the steps and past those archways and into the building.
I don't believe they're going to have the answers we're looking for anymore.
That doesn't mean that they got in.
There's no way. There's no way.
Just because they're there doesn't mean that they got in. And remember, after all, don't know how long they've controlled this area.
Yeah? What are you feeling?
We don't know for sure where it goes. But if it goes to Talos, this could be very useful for us. But I don't see why it would. I don't know.
We're gonna have to make a decision. We're gonna have to make it quick. We're gonna have to fight every one of those Stormkins that's already in that building.
Here's my thinking. Lightning bolts came down. I'm assuming we're gonna have to figure out how to do the same to go back up. If there's a piece on that technology and that's how it works, I don't know. But we may need your help, Gale. That's a lot of energy. A lot
Storm.
of energy.
Here's what I think. I know our plan is to take control of this first, but if this goes to Talos,
Like an endgame, aren't you?
yeah, but I don't know if we're quite ready yet. He still has a lot of power here. If we wipe out sections of the city, especially around the Shard of Night, that has to affect him, right? His control, his power.
It's one of those things you gotta ask yourself. So more gas, more go? We're gonna piecemeal this out. We miss this shot. Could be our only one. Hey,
No, it's not right. No, he wants us to go right now. No guards are guarding this. No one's here to watch it. It's almost like it's beckoning us to go in. I don't think so. I think we wait. We go to Black Lake, we take care of that. Then we go to the Shard. That will be a tough confrontation, I'm sure. I just feel like this is too easy.
Wait, are you saying you want to leave this here?
We could destroy it. We could try to destroy it. I know this is a lot on me, but this is a group. I do not want to make a decision and it be final and then it be the wrong thing. You all have minds of your own. I am happy to hear ideas. I just think when we were last here, there was a whole lot more people guarding this, and maybe they have a lot of forces inside, but you have a potential teleporter straight to Talus that you just leave unguarded? It does not make sense. Unless they're counting on us to come here, and he wants us to just waltz in and try to figure it out.
I understand your sentiment, Tormund. I really do. But where there's smoke, there's fire. There's gonna be more teleporters. This ain't gonna be the only one. And even if we do blow it up, when we leave, they're gonna fix it. So who gives a shit? If we're gonna go to Black Lake, let's light this motherfucker up.
Fine. We're going to Black Lake. Don't stand on ceremony here. Let's just do it and go.
If you truly crossed him and sat in his chair, he'll look for any way to get you in.
I want to go and I feel confident and ready. And I feel like taking part of the city from him will anger him, but also cloud his judgment. Chaos is what he has control of right now in the city. All the different groups working together and then figuring out their means. But if we take care of the storm, take care of his control, give people hope, they band together. Where is his power? There is no chaos here. We need to go to him when we have taken care of the city. We can take care of this now, quickly, try to destroy it as fast as we can, and then go to Black Lake. Clear that out, then go on to the Shard of Night. I don't know where the command is here. It could be inside there. We could try to go into the House of Knowledge, see who's there, perhaps wipe the storm out here. I am fine with that plan too, but we are not going in. I do not think that that is wise. I feel like that is a trap, waiting and baiting us. This is the first time I genuinely believe that Talos is scared of us, and he is using tricks instead of power. So we should be smart.
All right. I don't like it, but I'm with you, Gale. That's what you're feeling.
I'm back to play.
It's the wisest course of action.
So do we destroy the portal as quick as we can? Focus on a few of the pillars and then leave?
All right.
Because what I... Go ahead.
No, go.
What I'm saying is there's still a lot of there's Protection Enclave. Now, they could either be working with them now or not, I don't know. But if this is still here, and we passed all of those patrols beforehand, then you have to assume that whoever is left, whoever is leading that troop, is in leagues. That is my only understanding for that. Otherwise, there would be an army here. This is a strong signal and a beacon. And the House of Knowledge is a historical monument to the city. So to not have Protective Enclave here, regardless of control, just doesn't make sense to me.
Roll a perception check.
Just me or everyone?
You're in front.
Ugh. So close to that 15.
16.
The bells stop ringing. You look back at the halls of justice. You see white smoke.
They've already elected a new Lord Protector.
That's too quick.
It's a signal.
As you look at that teleporter, you can see the Stormkins come back outside. Channeling energy back into it. You watch those conductors manifest what looks like an interconnected vision based around lightning-like energy. And you can see the steps of the halls of justice. It's like watching an illusion. Your own D&D TV in front of your eyes. As you can see the banners unraveling with fists of lightning with Talos' symbol. And you see a familiar man walk in front with full plate mail on.
No! I yeeted you!
And that is where we will end this week.
Why do we have to stop now?
God, I hate that son. I knew he was coming back at some point.
Oh yeah.
One you guys, one Talos.
Wow. I had a feeling that power gap was going to be filled quickly. I really did not expect it to be that quickly.
Yeah. It was the way I started piecing it together in my mind. It makes sense. This was all a longer game. As soon as he's out, they're ready. And now the entire enclave is loyal to this guy and the Talos in the storm. So it's like, well, potentially on paper, but you know.
Other than New Hope, it is technically a unified city.
Oh, under Talos. Mother.
It's the consequences of what went down. 100%.
Snag the power as fast as he could.
Yeah, he did. That we literally created
Real
the vacuum
quick.
and he walked into it just like.
We're talking about the guy in the center there. I forget his name.
Arius.
It's escaping me.
Arius.
What is it? Arius. Arius is kind of like my rival previously in the Cult of Talos. He was like the one that was in charge of trying to fully recruit me in because I am unique and special, obviously. And we have bad blood because I rejected him and still took power, gained an elemental form, and then Tormund yeeted him through time and space.
Yeah. Dude, I'm fully preparing for the ass that I'm about to get from this guy when he sees me because he can't be happy after I yeeted him.
You hit him so hard, he hasn't returned until episode freaking 43.
And that was what? Somewhere around 16 we did that?
Yeah.
Maybe
I have
20?
I wanted to give you ample time for what you deserved. You altered the campaign when he got stroked. This was the first.
He's not dead.
This was the first encounter you were supposed to have, like the big, like they were going to storm the steps and try to take the halls of justice at the very beginning. You changed that at the very beginning when you freaking Mjolnired him to fucking God knows where.
That was on a 20 hit too, wasn't it? I think
It was a nat 20, so I gave it to you that not only did you launch him, but you launched him to a different dimension, because that's when it had just come down from Moradin, and you were like, and I was like, dude, he's
that
not
baby
just
had the juice.
Yeah.
That baby had the juice.
He's gone.
And, yeah, he's my rival for
Hashtag
sure.
God
and
juice.
now
Thank
he
you
might
very
be
much.
more Tormund's now. He might be more pissed at Tormund than anything.
Oh, he hates
pretty
both
sure
of
he
you equally.
Yeah. Hey, he found himself right in the middle of a Tormund Gale sandwich, and he likes being that hot dog.
You put him
Yeah,
out of power for a very long time.
Yeah, and that's how you knew he wasn't dead, because like I obviously was like de facto number one choice. Like he's got the special sauce. And I feel like this guy probably, no matter what, probably was like jealous regardless, because he's like that arrogant asshole, you know what I mean? Like the jock type kind of. And yeah, when he got yeeted, he's back with a vengeance now, and he's probably sitting up there like, yeah, baby, I'm king of this bitch.
I mean, look how much hair gel he has to use to get his hair to look like that.
Well, no, it's the electricity. It actually makes it stand up. Good.
I was just looking at that Fu Manchu he's rocking there.
Gonna be interesting.
Dude, I thought
Like,
you guys were gonna take it. I thought you were gonna go. I was like, oh shit, I'm setting it up. I was like, here it goes. They're gonna try to bum rush it, which I'm prepared for. I'm like,
Think out there's somebody level-headed like Gale who's like, no, let's look at what we've been through to get here.
But also, I'm like, there's like no one guarding it. Now, either they're real secure about security around here, which rightfully so, they have control of it, but still, like, we were already here once. You're not gonna have anybody guarding it. Like, I'm like, that just seems too good to be true. That's just like, hey, come on up for a chat. Like, I'm good.
It looked like red carpet to me. It was like, don't want to be on top of that.
Yeah, right?
I can't wait to start next week with that commencement speech. There's a whole scene in front of the halls of justice that you guys have an interdimensional portal front seat to.
So it's a teleporter and VHF receiver. Got it.
I love it. I'm gonna go watch the Hunger Games now.
Yeah. Dude, great background. I love it, man. Glad we were able to gain a lot more insight.
I think we learned a lot about everybody tonight between Gale and Odie and Arkonan. I mean, we're rocking on that.
I had set out, like, when I initially started that conversation, I was like, they're gonna give me what I want, but like what I really like deep down, like I wanted that Arkonan lore. I was like, I'm coming for it. Like,
it was a great
I
pivot.
got the perfect segue in. I'm like,
it was a
hey,
real
Arkonan,
good
why
pivot.
don't you tell me about your entire history and life, you know, issues and family? And you gave it to us. I thought you were going to be like, you know, it's a complicated relationship, as most God, you know, followers are. But, you know, necromancy is my thing. And that was it. I just thought you were going to stonewall. But you gave us some.
Normalized necromancy. Let's go.
Normalized necromancy.
I wish we were.
Actually, so like the thing I sent RoBear in the beginning, I actually kind of rewrote it a little bit because it wasn't tragic enough. So just add a little bit of twist in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He played in our shit long enough where he's like, yeah, I gotta twist this a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like you
I mean, think about it though. Like what I gathered was your mom died.
Yeah.
You tried to bring her back. That went real bad.
Yeah.
And then some other really, really evil demon got involved, probably Orcus or some fuck. And now you're like, well, and the Raven Queen's like, the balance, this is important. And you're like, you know what, you're right.
You're right, girl. Yeah, that's
yeah, it was sad though. It was good. I'm It was enough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like we haven't talked anything about you, and I was like, you have a god that has manifested a bunch.
He's
Gale's
Wallflower,
trying to
man.
understand it. So I was like, yeah, I gotta know. You know.
Man of mystery. He's a man of my own heart.
I think at 9th level I get 5th level spells, and I'm so bummed we're not 9th level because
we're leveling
is just-
up. Huge milestone mark.
We just haven't gone to sleep. But you get
We just
you get
did.
the slot. You don't get the spell.
No, you're good. 9th level, mark it.
Oh shit!
Now this is the milestone.
Bob.
While you did just turn over part of the city to Talos's hands, it's a milestone regardless.
Look at that. Look at that bomb.
1-1.
please tell me I have it.
The battle for Black Lake. The stakes have never been higher. Technically, it's still it's like 3-1.
That 5th level.
I mean, yeah, we're definitely the
We're
little
fighting
giants
back.
in this movie.
I love what I have at this next level. Let's go.
5th level spells. What do we
In
have
my
here?
mind, I have always had it. I wanted this thing to come to a head at 10, and now it's pretty well set in motion after the Black Lake arc. There it is.
Yeah.
And the pathway to get there, I don't know. We'll see what you guys come up with.
Ooh, what are you?
But I feel like that's the right path. Like, we wanted to clear this out, but clearly now we have to rethink the strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to Black Lake. If we can take control of that, then at least we divide their forces. And then honestly, it's a shit show of choice because you either go here, which is heavily defended by a lot of guards, and like he's sitting at the seat of power now, or you go to the Shard, which is like Talos HQ, I assume.
I'll be honest, I don't see a scenario where you don't have to do both if you truly want to free Neverwinter.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We have to do both. It's just if we succeed at Black Lake, where do you go from there? Like, which one do you choose?
It's the portal at the Shard, baby.
Fudge.
That's if Eris isn't hunting you. It'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how it goes.
Do you try to cut off the head of the guy that's broadcasting on TV? Or do you go up and try to do...
Well,
That
I
was
guess
my
the big
initial
cloud.
thought.
There's no
That was my
doubt who's
initial
in
thought.
charge of this district now, is there?
Dirakt's feeling, no matter what, those Nashers gotta go. Because they were willing to behead people in the street when this
Yeah.
bitch started without Talos. That
For
sentiment for him, no matter what, that thing's gotta be completely eliminated. It's gonna be interesting. I'm actually gonna look at some of Matt Colville's stuff about like reinforcements and keeps, and look at some of their stuff about things that we can do for New Hope.
That book is pretty
Mechanically.
cool. Yeah.
I'm sure he's come up with some really cool stuff. I want to see how we can dice roll without you like physically having to spend all your narrative time trying to rebuild something. And Drake, you want to join us next week? You're certainly welcome.
100%. This is
Let's go!
so much fun.
We could use the help.
If as long as I get to keep collecting books, sharing them with Tormund, even if he doesn't read them, and then poke things with a sword,
you know
I'm
what?
pretty good.
I got a book I've been meaning to read. You can help me with it.
I mean, does it got some good stuff in it? Does it have pictures?
Yeah,
Picture, lots of words, and a whole lot of behind it.
yeah. And we were really low on our white guy with beard quota, so we had to bring another one.
I'm actually gonna shave tomorrow. This is all going off. I mean, It's too much.
Oh, I just had the hair migration. I don't go anything here anymore. It's all down here now.
Oh,
The great 30s hair migration.
hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining us as always. We're going to get in the shit at the very beginning of next week. Prepare for that roller coaster again. I'll be on right after this. Or Baldur's Gate. I'll see you in a minute. Love y'all.
You dirty.
Be good. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. We love you.